how did you just like say like, forget finance, I'm gonna go do like this? Like that's just not something people just do.
Low key, you remind me of like some of my like African like family and shit.
That's crazy.
Cause that's the first question they ask.
Nigel, cuz.
Yeah. Cause that's the
You want me to start today? You want me to start?
Don't tell me you had some job for you got here, bro. Stop playing with the man, fam. Yo, that's crazy.
Cause that's like a real like African old head question. Like,
Why did you come out of finance? Why you want to tell jokes?
Yo, for all the Africans who wanted to ask him, I did it for you guys.
The man brought ancestral disappointment to the podcast.
Yo.
And we're back. Your boy X, RPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And tonight we got a special guest in the house.
Mucho. Sorry to cut you off, but Mucho, yeah.
I mean, introduce yourself, nigga. Let them know. Drop your handles. Let them know where they can find you at.
MuchoTV on all socials. Yeah, you know, content creator, podcaster, nightlife promoter as well. I don't mind saying I'm a promoter, you know. People.
You know, there's a lot of stigma with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stigma. Do the man feel the ways about the stigma behind the nightlife promotion?
I'm not in it.
Yeah, but you know when you hear a man's a night promoter,
No,
you look at
I've
him
heard like people kind of, you know, throw a little shade on the career, but like, fam, like people got to go to parties, people got to promote parties.
That way, you know.
That's what it is.
Some people turn it into like I'm a vibes curator or something like that. Yo, just say what you are.
Vibes curator. Now I don't trust you.
Yeah. I never heard
You know
of
what you do
that.
for a living? I'm a vibes curator. Don't stay away from me. Get him away from me.
All right, cool.
I don't trust
heard
nothing
that
about
one
that,
still.
bro.
Vibes curator does sound sleazier for some reason.
Yeah, like you're hiding something.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna go into a couple of those things. Okay, boom. Tell the people them, how did you get into content creation? What kind of content do you create, and what brings you to the platform?
Okay. Damn, 3 questions. So the first one, give me the first one. So how did I get into content creating?
Boom.
Okay. I started out doing stand-up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was working. I went to school in University of Guelph. Then I moved to Waterloo. I worked a job in finance, and that shit was whack.
That was whack.
And so I don't know. I always thought I was, you know, class clown and shit. You know what I mean? I thought it was kind of funny. So I like stand up. You know, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, people like that.
How long did you do stand up?
Yeah, so I started like December 2016. I did it for like a year, and I was getting good, but like it's hard to move up in that world because all they care about is your name.
Right.
And so internet comedy was a thing. You know when IG videos went from 15 seconds to 60?
Yeah,
Like that was like a real moment.
for sure.
You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, cool. I used to do YouTube shit back when I was a kid, but I saw IG had this lane now, and I had a decent amount of followers just from like, you know, being
What did you cultivate majority of your following off of in that time?
honestly just like just being the popular black kid at Guelph.
So you were
It could do that. It could do
The
that.
popular token black guy?
Yeah, low key. Because I went to uni there. I went to high school in Saga, but I went to uni there, so it was kind of like a culture shock.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
so niggas were just adding you on Instagram rapidly because you were black and Guelph?
Yeah, man.
It could be like that.
The
Yeah,
stomach
yeah,
works in your
facts.
favor.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, how did you just like say like, forget finance, I'm gonna go do like this? Like that's just not something people just do.
Well, I did it on the side, right? So I kept my job, but I just felt like I needed to like diversify my life. I didn't want to just go to my job.
But like
go home, watch
one's
Netflix.
one's making you money, the other one is like an investment, right?
Yeah, facts.
So like, what was the like? You just said I'm gonna just make this investment and do this.
Yeah, but I wasn't really looking at it financially. Just more like I wanted like life to have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like I want to do some shit.
Finance ain't fun, nigga.
Huh?
Finance ain't fun.
I'm just
No,
saying
facts.
the
No, no,
finances can do the finances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just to
Exactly. Finance was
Well,
not.
I guess
fun.
it's
Yeah.
just more than just getting money. It's like you want to do something that like speaks to like who you are. Your
Exactly.
personality is not in the finance.
Exactly.
You know? So
Exactly.
I guess that's where you're going with it.
100%. And so low key, you remind me of like some of my like African like family and shit.
That's crazy.
Cause that's the first question they ask.
Nigel, cuz.
Yeah. Cause that's the
You want me to start today? You want me to start?
Don't tell me you had some job for you got here, bro. Stop playing with the man, fam. Yo, that's crazy.
Cause that's like a real like African old head question. Like,
Why did you come out of finance? Why you want to tell jokes?
Yo, for all the Africans who wanted to ask him, I did it for you guys.
The man brought ancestral disappointment to the podcast.
Yo, bro, that's crazy.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, you know, long story short, I just pivoted to internet comedy, and then that just started taking most of my time. And then I didn't really have a lane, but I started like localizing my content, right? So I started like making stuff about Toronto, the greater Toronto area, and then that started to pick up more steam.
Yeah, I used to see a couple of those videos even prior who I knew you were. Before I knew who you were. Sorry, English. Yeah, I used to see a couple of your videos. Was it picked up on like 6Buzz or some blog sites and whatnot? I used to do like the regional kind of the regional GT. I don't know if were you rapping and shit?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't crazy. I remember I'm like,
The man had the regional bars.
yeah.
I remember that. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? Man, you know the little like the highway signs? He's by like every one. Like, yo, are you out there, bro? Squatting.
Yeah, so yo, like when it comes to content creation, bro, you got to find a gimmick, yo. And gimmick has a negative connotation, but once you found your gimmick, you're out of here. And then like you just milk it.
It's crazy because I feel you on gimmick. I'll probably say lane though. Cause like I don't know, it just sounds
Gimmick
less.
sounds corny, like.
Yeah, like, gimmick sounds more like
You sound like a vibes curator right now.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Whatever that is.
I don't know. It's just something about him. Like, this guy's lying to me, fam. He's lying. I don't
Trying
know.
to dress it up.
I mean, like, yo, fam, you gotta find your lane. Now like, I don't know, gimmick just
Man said he can't even sugarcoat it no more.
Doesn't matter, fam. Hold them.
Man said he can't sugarcoat it no more. It's like gimmick.
Fam, all right, fuck, bro. Gimmick and club promotion, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck.
Yo, that's all it's about, bro.
So yeah, around that time, like 6Buzz was pretty small. Like they're like 10,000 followers or something, and then they used to post everything I did. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you, bro? I used to see you on there. I was like, did you work with them or they just jacked your shit?
They did it off the string.
yeah, they just saw one perform well, and then they actually told me to do certain cities and stuff. I'm like, all right, bet.
Oh,
And
that's
I
dope.
did it, and then they posted or whatever, and so we kind of grew together in like let's say like 2018. To the point, it's like if I was walking around, like people would be like, "Yo, that's 6Buzz."
You know, that's
I'm like,
sick,
I
though.
don't want those problems though, because they have politics.
Cause you know, enough people like to say, "Oh, Toronto is like a crabs in the bucket. Nobody helps nobody." Fam, the man just reposted this guy's thing off the strength. You see what I said? But if you have something that's quality, it'll be rewarded.
But the thing is, though, do you think it would be the same nowadays with their elevated status and platform?
That has nothing to do with crabs in the bucket. Fam,
Oh,
they're
no,
busy.
I'm just saying, like,
Like
no.
that's just how life goes. The price
But yo,
goes
they're
up.
looking
You know
at-
what I mean?
I get it. I get what you're saying.
I'm just talking about in a general sense. They saw something that they recognized was of value and said, I'm going to support it. You get what I'm saying? They didn't charge him. They didn't do nothing. They just did it. You see what I'm saying?
Now they
But
charge
niggas are always like, yo, nobody wants help. Nobody in Toronto, da. Fam, go put in some work.
I was gonna say.
And maybe you'll be rewarded, you know?
Do you think, coming from your side, do you feel like you helped them with your content at that point in their growth?
Yeah, it was mutual.
Okay.
It was
okay.
symbiotic.
I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
And so yeah, like we grew together and stuff, and you know, after that I diversified and I did like university content for like the white people too.
Oh yeah, white people
like,
need content.
Yeah, so I would like interview like drunk
Safe space.
university students. Yes, they need to say. You know, I can do like the Toronto slang videos and stuff or whatever. Like looking back, I was like, yo, I kind of overdid it.
You feel so? You feel so?
Yeah,
Do you feel that's the gimmick now that you look back at it?
that's a gimmick now. That's a gimmick
Is that
now.
part of the reason that you feel like you overdid it? You feel like you might be associated with those.
A little bit,
Guys?
right? Because a lot of them are getting heat now. Like a lot of the like younger kids and stuff, because the way they're caricaturizing the Toronto accent,
Yeah.
right? So like even that brown dude, like I don't know if you guys seen him, the brown
What's
dude.
my boy's name again?
Is it-
JJ.
Yeah, people like that. You know what I mean? I was never
You
that.
know what it is?
OD,
Yeah,
but,
no, that's. But I also feel like I don't like hating on nobody, but I feel like that is content for a younger demographic. Like he caters to. I don't know why, but kids get real thrilled and riled up off of that cringy
Thrilled.
shit. They do, fam. I swear to God.
Thrilled and riled.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Like,
That
it gets
sounds so juvenile.
Bro, so's the nature of their content they're fucking absorbing.
Gets the people going. It sounds,
they do get thrilled.
it sounds like the Kanye
Yeah,
song.
like fam, I'm hearing white boys, no kissy cap and all type of random shit. I don't know. They just the way that they bastardize the whole thing. It's like they're doing it to see like how far they can push it. It's not even real speak anymore.
Yeah.
Like I think that slang originated from the man of just politicking and conversing, and boom, you know, words come up and words get made.
Yeah.
These guys are just pushing it now, bro. They're just yo, how stupid can we make this sound?
Yeah.
And the man of like, yo,
They're not even using the right sentence.
nah.
Nothing is correct.
Fam,
bro.
you know when I knew it was over, bro? When niggas started calling an Ito spliff, Ita. You never seen that?
There's no L no more?
There's no L, fam. But yo, that's the part. Like, fam,
There's no L,
the
eh?
youth,
There's no L.
that's the thing.
ITAH.
Fam,
I
that's
feel
even
dumber
the whole,
and dumber. I'm
fam,
not here, bro. I'm not
Even
here.
the whole plush thing where she like, the spliff is Ita or something, and I gotta touch it. We shouldn't even speak like that.
But now was a little much, but I know.
Everybody's impression sucks. Just stop doing them. They just all suck.
It's funny. It's funny about that girl because when she was blowing up, I made some video just making fun of her or whatever, right? Like one of those duets on TikTok.
yeah,
or
you're just
whatever.
badding up people.
Yeah. Yo, how does girl come in my DMs with death threats?
Sliding on the ops, fam. Sliding.
Yeah, she's like, I know niggas from Weston that know you.
Holy.
I'm like, what?
What does that mean?
I'm like, all right. And then I try to respond and she blocks me already. I'm like,
It's up.
That's crazy. No, imagine sliding for that though. Like, imagine you're the nigga that she's talking about. Like, bro,
Imagine saying my band and no send. You're like, oh, bro, what the?
imagine raising your
I was about to
son.
apologize too.
Imagine raising your son to be one of Plush's niggas that she's
Jesus
talking about in the DMs. bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be thoroughly
Oh,
disappointed.
you're good parenting, so she can
Good parenting.
so she can use your son's name to threaten comedians on Instagram.
I know.
I'm not.
What the hell?
And I know how niggas are, so I kind of believe her. I bet you she
Crash out, eh? Niggas are
Yo,
crashing.
there's a possibility that there's truth to it. I'm just saying it's all
obsessed with that snow
disappointing.
bunny.
Nah, there's nothing wrong. I just feel like this is a message not even specifically to her, but y'all them. I know you have a fixation with the Grabba scene. Yo, give it up. The Grabba's starting to smoke you, eh? I'm letting y'all know. Y'all stop smoke. Buddy, I seen beer. You haven't seen girls that have been smoking Grabba for a long period of time, and all of a sudden it just they look like Gollum. Like the Grabba took all their life force from them.
I remember when I was like younger and like you see certain girls when they start smoking like heavy and like they're just chilling with niggas doing shit they weren't doing before, and all of a sudden they start getting dried up and shriveled
Yeah.
up. Like
See,
raisins. I just see the
You
life
got
just
grab a
drain out of
hands. You
them.
got grab
All
a
of a sudden
hands.
it's-
Grab a hands.
You got
they
grab
prove
a
up.
lips.
Yeah.
Grabba lips is crazy.
You got
stuff.
grab a lips.
And then, but yo, the whole like it's like drugs, fam. Like you
Voice
start
is a little deeper now. Yes, you know what I'm
That too,
saying?
yeah. Like, why you smoking something make you sound like this, look? What's wrong with you?
They're just smoking, drinking Red Nephew, and not eating a lot, bro.
I
It's
mean,
not
yo.
healthy, fam.
Yo, fam, send them back to the dungeon. What?
I mean, yo, if you pull up to the Manum and you got the Grabba and the dragon, like, I feel like I'm the thing. Like,
Well, you say dragon stuff?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Enough, you fam. You took it a
Dog,
step.
don't act like those
What
are on the
things do you
same
talk
level.
to
son.
Hold on, what things you talk to? I pull up with a case of dragon stuff.
Hold on.
First of all, those are on the same levels of niggatry. So, yo, that's crazy to me. Yo, she pulls up with nephew. Whoa. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa.
No, it's aggressive. It's aggressive.
Yo,
But
those
fam,
are, she's a Scarborough
Dragon
thing.
stout.
Holy,
She's a Western Road thing. She's a Western Road.
Don't do that to me.
You talk about, fam. No. Things in the world don't drink Ray Nephew, I hope.
No. Ray Nephew might get drank, so I'll get drank. But yo, he said dragon stout. I'm stuck there.
Okay, hold on. Pause. Bring it back. I think she drinks Ray Nephew. Yo, she's liable to stab you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You'll get attacked at some point there.
Fam,
Tink
we're
drinks
not
Ray
even-
Nephew,
maybe.
fam. Yo, I'm not.
It gets rowdy quick.
Dragon stout, fam.
Dragon Stout is crazy. Dragon Stout's egregious. And
I just want bro.
and chances are
She's
That's not
mature.
even that- first
She's
of all-
mature.
No. First of all, things don't even drink beer like that. Let's just start there. Like the gal don't like how often you out with a thing, she's like, yo, let me get a Heineken. Like it doesn't really happen.
I can't lie. Those some
you took
gal
it-
that drink Heineken.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. You're in
You don't-
different environments.
Yeah,
I was
you're in
trying to
some
separate
unsavory
myself.
places,
bro.
That's all I was trying to do. I
Big
was-
up them still.
I just wanted to make it clear, like what I said was here, what he said was there, fam. Like
I just wanna let you
I'm
know.
not gonna lie. Okay, hold up. Two girls pull up at the function scene. One with the nephew, one with the dragon. Who's a safer bet?
Ray Nephew.
Ray Nephew.
How?
Fam, if you don't know this, it's a problem. Like where have you
Dog,
been?
she drinks nephew.
Hold on. You going with the Ray Nephew shorty or the Dragon Stout shorty?
At a party?
Is that the function?
Yeah, Ray and nephew.
I'm telling you.
Hold
like,
on a second.
Because like, how many beers she gonna drink to get lit?
She pulled up with a 6 first. She pulled up with a 6.
For
Now look at her tummy.
Your thing's Belgian.
Look at her
fam, in the
tummy's funny.
function.
Look at her tummy's funny.
Your
She got Ray tummy? That's crazy.
Fam, your thing's there burping in the function, fam.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know
I'm gonna
what?
stick with the Ray nephew, bro.
This argument got so niggerish. I don't even know who's the winner. I don't know who's winning, bro.
Why? I don't know. In my chest, bro, I just feel like the woman who pulled up with Dragon Stout, she's not even black, bro. She's not even from the island. I feel like she's doing it for the cause. Like, yo, there's a little more leeway with the Ray nephew than the Dragon Stout still.
Yeah, bro.
I'll give you a little more leeway. If you pull up with Dragon
I just
Stout,
thought she was a lot more calmer with Dragon, but like that's
no,
just
she's
me.
not more calmer.
I've
First
just
off,
never had a thing pull up on me with any form
I'm
of
not
beer.
gonna lie. I see
any form
bro,
of beer,
when
period.
the environments that I've been in, I see gal them pull up with Dragon. I never seen them pull up with Nephew.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. The environments you are, the gal them growl.
They pull you. You know what I'm saying? Come here.
They can't call you.
Exodus Pink, he's like, don't touch me.
Unhand me.
Not me, you wench. What the hell?
Yo.
Yeah. Anyhow, do you still make skits?
Nah, I chilled on making skits.
You gotta move careful with these kids.
Yeah. I, honestly, like, it's kind of tiring trying to create like a new skit every week and stuff. That's why I salute people like Drewski, who,
That nigga's funny.
yeah. Now at this point, he drops like one a month, but you could tell he puts a lot of thought into it. 'Cause
Effort.
I used to make like 1-2 skits a week, and at a certain point, I'm like, yo, some of these shits are trash.
Telling yourself is trash. It's crazy.
Going back and watching your videos like that's me. Eh? Wow.
Funny. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Because everybody, like, I don't care how funny you are. Like, if you're making that much content, you just end up throwing shit at the wall. So, yeah.
Yo, when you get to that point when you're making content, like, is there like a homie you like, yo, check this out before I release it?
There
Is it
should
like-
have been.
I want to know, like, is that like you make content, like you're laughing, but it's like, how do I know it's funny? I'm laughing. Like, let me send it to my brother. He's like, yo, this is garbage, bro. What are you doing? Now it's like, do you scrap it?
Honestly, like,
I feel like a lot of creatives, not just content creators, should take that
Hold on,
advice.
sorry.
they
feel me?
they should.
You didn't have no like trusted person to like check in with before you drop something. It was just like all off of you and your own confidence.
Just me. Most of the skits that I made, like, it was when I was in Waterloo working this job. And it's like I didn't have people out there, but that's when I was the most productive in my life.
Yeah, because you're just isolated.
Yeah, go to work,
Grinding.
come back home, make a bunch of skits, make rap songs, whatever, like, and just like see whatever sticks. You know, found my lane, not my gimmick. Found my lane.
We respected him.
I'm telling you.
We respect it.
You
Getting
know,
sleazy on that side.
but you know, I made so much content. Like when the Welcome To stuff blew up, I think I did like 20 cities. Like that's hard. I never been to those cities.
This
I
nigga's just rapping about cities he's never been in.
You're just green screening on.
I'm researching it. I'm getting DMs and stuff. Like it was a lot of work, but
It's a lot of driving. Like, I'm just,
no, the research wasn't actually going there. It was like Googling and.
No, you just talk, yeah. Right.
But yeah, I think I got a little bit burnt out on making the skits and stuff. So I think like now I'm at the point where I'm doing the podcast.
That was my next question.
With Zoe Trezor and Clyde.
How did we end up at Relentless Diaries? Tell us about the link up and tell us about your pivot into podcast realm. How did that go down and why'd you take it?
So I the first person I knew from the crew was Trezor. I made Welcome to Brampton with him.
Big up, man, like Tresor.
Yeah, I am Trezor, really talented guy. And then the rest of them, I just met them really from just being outside. I used to throw like COVID parties, and like yeah, now I can say it. You know what I mean? People,
I was shaking my head. I wish I had a COVID. I wish I was at a COVID party.
yeah,
bro.
right.
Yeah, I think
Everybody was looking for a motive.
Then we're past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
you
we
should,
are.
you should be all right.
I think we are.
Man, I'm afraid to nod. We're like,
Man, we're coming for it. I had some guests at my crib. I feel how that goes.
Hell yeah. I had like 50, 70 at my
Oh,
crib.
you throwing functions, COVID functions.
I got threatened with like $100,000 fines, bro.
Ooh.
That's heavy.
can't stop him.
Well, you're over
Yeah.
there threatening people's safety.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. You only live once. Like, people like, this is a little bit of a tangent, but like,
Tangent, bro.
older people like used to annoy me like during COVID times because it was like they'd look down on young people for enjoying their 20s or whatever, like their late teens or their early 30s or whatever. And it's like, yo, you guys already had your fun. I'm not pausing my life for 2 years for what?
I think it goes far beyond fun. I feel like people genuinely are just sheepish and kind of scared of shit they're told to be scared about, bro. So I don't even feel like they're over there looking at like, oh, these niggas shouldn't be having fun. They're really scared of like, oh, my safety, I might die. Like, yo, if you can't.
Then it becomes you niggas shouldn't be.
It's twofold. It's like they're scared for their safety because they genuinely believe that they're at risk.
Yeah.
But then they're also like, you should be following the rules.
It was a lot of shaming.
Yeah,
Like that's what it is. Like they feel like entitled to be telling people what to do.
You know what I mean?
So
And I don't want to get on this topic too much, but I was cool with the vaccine. I was cool with I was cool with the vaccine, but what I wasn't cool with was just the lockdowns.
Nobody was. Nobody like that shit.
I'm like, nobody had it as strict as Toronto in the whole world.
Were we that bad?
And the entire
was like the last
and our shit lasted like the longest.
Australia was pretty bad, but the cities were fine. Like you couldn't come into Australia, but the cities themselves were fine.
Word.
So like Toronto, if you looked it up, out of all Western cities, we had it the worst. So I'm like, bruh, like if New York could party, I could party too.
You know what's crazy? We
Being
still
on
voted for the
lockdown
same
watching
government.
people party was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the first Carabana that we missed, I threw a Corona banner.
I like that.
Corona band.
How was that? Like, what you had costumes in the crib? Like,
Yeah, I just invited Bear Shorties and played that song. That's it. That's go so
about how that goes.
That was good enough.
Yeah.
Corona banner, nigga, don't miss it.
Exactly. But yeah, that's how I met Zoe from the pod.
She came to Corona banner?
She did come to Corona Band. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's pivotal questions. She's always finding herself somewhere to be at.
And so, I mean, I chilled on doing skits and stuff, but I was working with the hip hop crew. You see it on the hat. I was interviewing artists and stuff, right?
Word.
And so I'd do that like once every few weeks or so. But whenever Relentless Diaries, like, you know, let's say one person couldn't make it or whatever, they'd hit me up like, "Yo, you trying to do a guest pod?" I'm like, "Yeah, bet." Like I'm always saying yes. If I'm available, I'm always saying yes.
Word.
Like that's one thing about me. Like I'll pull up. Like
He gonna do it if you say he gonna do it.
that's it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I just became like a dependable like emergency guest. I think.
Word.
They never said it like that, but that's how I looked
Was
at
it always the three of them, and then you got amalgamated into the fourth, or was it a different structure prior to you formally coming on?
Yeah, it started with Zoe and Clyde. Just
So
them
just
two.
them two? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they added Trezor. And then sometimes Trezor couldn't make it. He'd be like, you know, international.
Yeah,
Shout
you be
out to
doing
my
Trezor
guy.
things.
So yeah, then I'd pull up or whatever, and then yeah, the dynamic was cool, you know. And then they asked if I wanted to go on the show. At first, I wasn't sure though, because it's a woman's led podcast.
Yeah.
And I felt like one woman and three guys we just overpower her opinions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I had that, but how did it
So-
end up turning out?
So yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll try it. You know what I mean? I'll try going on for a couple, but Zoe's just such a loud, passionate person. And like, we don't push too hard. Like, we're not like super niggered out. Like, we're not gonna be like anti-woman on every, you know what I mean?
We appreciate that.
Yeah, like I'm not anti-woman on every topic. You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to be anti-woman.
But
You love women.
some dudes are, so it just turns into like,
Some niggas is upset.
Yeah, some people are just mad.
you know,
upset.
yeah. But you know how like niggas turn everything into a gender word.
Yeah.
You know what I
'cause
mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta look at
Certain niggas.
Yeah,
Certain
certain
niggas.
niggas. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta look at a woman's perspective and be like, you know what, you're right.
Even if I
Niggas
don't,
be tripping on that one.
even if I don't agree, it's like, yeah, I respect where you're going
Yeah,
from. Like,
and if you don't agree to it.
I was like, you right? Let's go.
I'm not about to co-sign some shit I don't agree with, but I can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? I can be like, all right, we can have that. You know what I mean? And keep it pushing. It ain't gotta be like, you better agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
some people
100%.
get like that.
100%.
Unless homies is trying to get some draws, I'm like, okay, we gotta agree with this.
I'm not lying. Nigga agree too much.
Nah,
You know what's
nah,
crazy?
you
I
can't
don't
be
even-
pandering for the drive.
You don't even rate the man that agree to him.
Man, out here waiting for some pum pum like this, fam. Like I lied.
Coming in like the Girl Sisters.
Come on. I was nice to you. I was nice to you.
Come on, I laughed at your jokes. We agreed.
You guys never pandered for pussy ever.
Me? No. Are you crazy?
Pandered.
Pandered.
Sorry, I don't
I don't
know
even like these words and pussy in the same sentence. Like,
Pandered. Oh, I offended
Well, that's
people.
what's happening when you're here going along and getting along with some shit that don't matter to you to get some ass.
I was about to
You're
say, like,
pandering.
fake
You know what's
laughs
fucked
is
up?
crazy.
It's like, I don't even think the interaction would be like, I don't know. It's so like, unless all you want to do is slap and like that's your end goal. Then like
Pander away.
I guess, but then you lose integrity as a man. Still, I'm not lying to you.
Around the man.
Yo, put it like this. Yo, if you're in a room pandering for some ass, I'm looking at this pan. I'm not even gonna out your scene.
Yeah.
But yo, you've lost integrity in my book. See?
Yeah, I have less respect for you when I recognize what's going on. You
Yeah,
know?
100%. I'm like, oh,
So I'd have less respect for myself. Plus, you don't know, like the person might like who you actually are, and your dumb ass was there in character. You know what I mean? You could have just been
Don't
you.
break it. Don't break it.
But
All right, let me
know.
give you guys an example then. Do
ahead.
you guys like believe in like horoscopes and stuff?
I know you have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know why?
We
'Cause I
talked
seen
about this prior.
That plus I seen your shit on Club Chat recently. Shout out Newbie and all them.
Oh,
But
right,
nah, I want right. I seen all that. Do I believe in horoscopes? Not horoscopes necessarily, but there is a level of astrology that I do find like there's a science to it. So I can't like
Okay.
I've gotten a professional astrology reading done, and like it's very detailed to the point where it's like you got to know where you're born, what time you're born, your parents' birthday, location, time. Like the more specific you can get to all your coordinates, yo, the more detailed the breakdown is of your chart and all that. And then with this nigga was doing nothing but simply reading the chart and events that like the chart was detailing and like shit that's supposed to be happening, and it was eerily accurate. And I didn't like it. I'm like, bro, how you know things you shouldn't be knowing about, man, based on just
This is done.
this is like this just in the stars and shit. But then yo, it's crazy. So I actually listened back to the my interview or whatever, like last month or whatnot, just to see what it was, to see what's come to fruition, what wasn't. Because I remember there's aspects in there I was creeped out, and then like there's certain shit like niggas say, yo, do you do music or something? I'm like, nah, like bro, what's going on? At this point, I was doing like the modeling, the acting, all that kind of shit. And then he's like, nah, like your voice, bro, you're gonna get paid for that, like. People are gonna listen to your voice. I had no idea. I didn't even know this nigga at the time. This nigga wasn't really around. And so it's like when when I reflected back on it, I'm like, bro, this nigga was calling some shit. And he said like, if you actually like, if I listen back to the timeline to what he said shit was gonna happen, yo, it's eerily accurate. So I don't want to say like your daily horoscope on your phone is fucking gonna be for you. But if you get into the science of it, there is some relevance there, I believe.
Would you do it again?
I don't feel I need to. Would I do it again?
Like if you're like, yo, I need to like the next step.
Nah, you know what? No, because yo, there's a level of adventure and mystery you kind of want to have to your human experience. You get me? And then there's certain things I feel like once you do them once, I was like when I did DMT, that was a real mature experience.
DMT. This is the 5th drug he said.
I mean,
the man over there trying to tell you they're not.
Only at 5? Yo.
I told you the man's well versed.
Yo,
So, yeah, I did
let's
5.
hear about DMT. I'm sorry. Yeah.
oh fuck, I tell you so all the time. Anyhow, I did 5 MEO DMT in combination with Cambo. Do you guys know? Do you know what Cambo is? The madam know they're frog
soup?
shit. So no.
I'm high already, bro. I'm high already.
So okay, no. So okay, Cambo is a.
That's I thought you were talking about.
It's like an ancient Mayan tradition. They would use that to like purify your lymphatic system and your energetic things. They would let the niggas that are in the Mayan and whatnot. They would perform this ceremony on them and let them go hunt because they would clear them, and make boom. They're coming back with the big catches. Seen? Because yo, their energy and their chakras, them focus. Seen? And then 5-MeO DMT is DMT from the Bufo various frog located in the Sonora Desert, only available certain times around the year. And they capture this frog, and then you have to be real nice to it, whatever, and it excretes the frog venom. And then you end up smoking that venom and have yourself a 5-MeO DMT experience. So that's DMT, but it's from the animal.
venom?
You have to. That's the same thing that Mike Tyson goes viral and talks about all the time. You smoke the toe venom, and my ego died instantly, man. That's what Mike Tyson be talking about, right? It's the frog venom. So I understand what the fuck you talking about. I went there, and then when you do these things, you're like, buddy, yo, my soul just aged about like a couple centuries. Like I understood while I was doing it. I'm like, I get why niggas don't do this. I get it 100%. I would no, bro.
You have to smoke it to figure that out.
Yeah.
The frog and the venom part, that wasn't like close enough. Like venom don't want to do
You
that.
said
That
people
wasn't enough
people
for
get
me.
stabbed.
No. So for the Cambo aspect of things, what they do is either on your back or your arm, they burn you about 5 times with like a little like just a hot heated stick of some variety, right? And then they apply the frog venom to the burns, and then the frog venom. So yeah, the Cambo frog from some Amazon or whatever. That frog venom scans your whole lymphatic system. Your face swells up, and then you purge. And so leading up to that, you have to do a fast. You can't eat no fried foods, no pornography, no fuckery. Like your vessel has to be clean. And
Fried
even
food and pornography?
No, because these are all things
I'm
that
just saying,
actually, no, but these are things that lower your vibration.
How those mix like this?
Man said, yo, it's Friday night, bro. What the fuck?
No drugs, no alcohol.
Friday night.
I had it planned, bro. What the fuck?
Fuck out
I'm not
of here,
even
bro.
chilling with a nigga that orders KFC and spends the night watching porn, bro. I'm not chilling with him.
I didn't even do that. I just
I don't know. A light bulb went off and it's like, bro, no.
Not me. Not me. There's other people out there.
The lube comes included.
There's other people out there that ruin their night. But go ahead.
Yo, man, I'm ordering Popeyes and fucking Friday night screen. Stop it. Anyhow, yeah, you got to do all your cleansing before that. And even when you're doing the ceremony itself, you have to drink like a liter of pineapple juice because the purging element of it is like, yo, it scans your lymphatic system and you purge, you vomit. Or if you don't, you shit if you got to shit. I didn't have to shit, fam. I just vomited. And yo, it's crazy the shit that comes out of you. But how you feel after, you're like,
Metaphorically.
huh? Yeah. I'm talking about, cause you can see like, yo,
But then that shit actually make you throw up though. Isn't there one that where the people them actually like?
yeah, that's what it is. It's the Cambo. That one, literally, your face swells up and you vomit. You have to vomit. You purge, and then once you get all that shit out of your system, you go see like it's not just regular vomit. You'll barf like fucking like candida and all type of different foams and all type of shit out of your body, fam. It's crazy. It's actually like it's pretty effective. You get me? After you do that, and so I did a day of that, and it was a 2-part thing. So the first day I just did the Cambo. The second day I did the Cambo again, and then this 5-MeO DMT in tandem.
So you're puking 3 days?
It was 2 days, fam.
2 days of puking?
Yeah. 2 days. 2 days in a row you vomit, and then you give you a little bucket. You're neating up and all that. You're good after the fact. But then even for that, like for the period, you have to like just eat like soups and shit, and like just drink water. You can't like your vibration is so like fragile in that state, or
You
like
can have Campbell's.
huh?
This is a bad
I think
joke.
it's ridiculous.
That's why you need friends, bro. That's why you need
I should have proofread that one still.
Right?
All right.
Yeah. But then you do the 5-MeO DMT, and you're like, oh my gosh, I like you connect. You just basically connecting to the source, bro. You see everything. It's like I literally compare it to like. You ever see the boot menu on your computer where it's all just code and you open the control panel or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Literally that, but for life. You see how I'm like, oh, okay, I understand how the grass and everything is connected to fucking everything. Like everything matters, but simultaneously nothing matters. It's crazy. It's beautiful. It's the most real experience you'll ever experience.
As much as I wanted to do it, I'm scared as fuck.
No, and here's the thing.
Bucket list though.
No, because he's saying, I'm like, yo, I should do this, but I'm like, bro,
It's
like,
very realigning.
Kind
It's
of
a
bumpy
very,
right there.
It's a very emotionally mature and spiritually mature experience. And like, if you are not ready or you do not feel called to do that experience, then I wouldn't do anything before it's time. Right? But then, no, how do we end up here?
Astrology.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, this is
How
a
did we
journey,
end up
fam.
here?
So
Holy.
I love it because I did not know that about you. So the reason I'll let it land. So the reason I brought up if you believe in horoscopes, because we're talking about pandering for pussy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could bond with any woman when it comes to horoscopes based on your experiences, right? Like, do you guys believe in horoscopes as well?
I don't personally.
You don't? Okay.
To an extent.
Horoscopes or astrology as a whole?
Whatever. The same shit to me. But I'm
Okay, go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
no,
I just finished saying it, yo.
To an extent.
He's about to go deep. Like, no, just
Like,
the birthday stuff. The birthday stuff.
You're good.
As a whole.
Just don't use it as like a,
A reason for your poor behavior?
yeah, like don't do that. Like,
So, which I agree with. But like, if you're talking with a girl, right, and she's trying to connect with you, and she's bringing up, this is my sign. This is the reason that I behave like this. This is what my future is gonna be. This is what my past was. It's because of my sign. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of women like that. It's probably 80% of the women we've met.
Facts.
When women get into that bag, are you humoring them?
No.
You're not. You're not at all.
I'm gonna let her finish what she's saying and then tell her that was complete bullshit.
Oh wow! All right, you're
I
better
don't
than
care.
me.
to be honest, it just sounds like, because yo, there's a
I have
difference, like,
no filter because I don't even like process filter. Like it didn't even make sense. That was fuckery. Like what are you talking about? Like it just like I don't know. It's a reaction.
Okay.
But at the same time, like I crack a lot of jokes, so it's not like I'm being disrespectful. But it's just
Yeah.
like, buddy, you already halfway know you're on some bullshit.
Yeah.
So when I remind you that
Let
you're
me
on
just
some
sprinkle
bullshit,
some more
it's
bullshit.
really not that surprising. You were hoping that this would land, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? And now we can move on with the rest of the night. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Like
All
at the
right.
point, if she's gonna tell me all these things and it's like, oh yeah, it's because I'm this, like, I'm
What
like,
is
oh,
she
well,
like- what
I'm
is-
like, yo, my cousin did bare things. Like, did you do all of this? Because yo, if you didn't do all this shit,
Yo, you didn't even see the toad.
yeah,
You
like,
never see
how
the
do you?
frog.
Yeah, like, what did you do? Like, my cousin did bare things, and it's like, yo, he understands codes and graphs. What do you do?
She's not as valid as him.
Yeah, like now you're just excusing yourself, bro. Like, nah, we're not doing that.
All right. You're 0 on the pander scale.
No, I don't have it in me.
I'm like a 3 on the pander scale.
You've pandered a little bit. You've entertained some.
If they get into that bag,
I'll be like, you're a Virgo. You want to give me some pussy?
Yeah, he's trying to low key hit.
Yo, here's my thing though. There's many paths to success. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't sit here and knock a nigga because like I could sit here with all the judgment. Oh, this guy's a pander. Da da da. Fam, at the end of the night, he's getting what he wants. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna hold him to my standards. Fam, go and do your thing. Like if that works for you, it works for you. Me personally, I just don't feel comfortable with that. Plus, if I'm being honest, I think a lot of women I've like dealt with, like they appreciate the fact that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
That's part of the reason they like me.
Oh my god, he doesn't
like,
care about my astrology. Oh my god, I just love it.
That's wild. You know?
He must
But
be a
that's-
Sag.
That's
They'll flip it like that.
that would be crazy.
Yo, they're
they
so
literally
twisted.
will
That's
do
what
some
they
shit
do.
like that. That would be
That's
the
what they
whole
do.
thought process. That's crazy as shit.
Gotta answer for everything, yo.
But some people just appreciate the integrity and like, yo, this guy doesn't care. Like whatever the circumstances, he's gonna have the same. It's gonna be consistent with him. He's not gonna change, you know. And some people like that. So
Yeah, and
It is
those
what
are the
it
ones
is.
you want, so it makes sense.
Yo, at the end of the day, don't sacrifice your integrity and your moral system dance, bro. I don't even care, bro. Everything is everything, bro. And you can't be doing these things. I just don't co-sign it. But yo, teach your own. Many paths to success.
Yeah, but it's not for pussy for real though. It's just like sometimes you just want the conversation to go swimmingly. You know what I mean? Like I'm
There's
not
an end
for
result.
the purpose
There's an
of
end
getting-
result, bro. There's
you're just swimming in conversations.
Yeah, like
I'm a
Who
friendly
you, the
guy. I'm
Michael
a friendly.
Phelps of words? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yo, when
you want
that-
something from this?
yo, when that doesn't work, unleash the hair.
Man, so, oh, these words are failing.
A lie. Hold on. Did you see my dreads? touch them.
Yo, question, random side note. Both of you niggas. Yo, sounds crazy. One, has anybody ever asked you or accused you of your dreads being fake?
Yes,
Yes. Oh my god.
Yo,
just
bro,
the other day.
Me too. I hate that shit. And secondly,
Is it all yours? I don't even know what that means.
right? Yeah, it's crazy. No, and then secondly, has anybody asked you to ever touch your hair that
Yes.
like they shouldn't have? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, would it be like if someone goes, yo, would it be weird if I touch your hair right now?
Yes, more so white girls in the club, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's happened.
I'll let black women do it though.
What if a man asks to touch your hair?
Nah,
thing,
nah.
Yo, you see how you do bullshit, bro?
I'm just saying. No, yeah, fam, I've been asked by men. But if I was like, not gay niggas, but just like, yo, fam, you,
Bro,
Just
you
white
had a
curious
better
people.
chance of asking me if you were gay. Not even saying you had a chance to get it, but I'm like, that'd be more like I understand why you would ask me. But if you're not gay, like, why
niggas
the
just
fuck-
fascinated. Niggas that can't grow hair just see the hair and they're like, I lie. Yo, what's that feel like? Bald
Yeah.
niggas.
Yo,
I still don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want a bald man living vicariously through me. I don't need that. I'm not here so that you can live out
so
your
wait,
fantasy.
what was your reply?
No, nigga, it'd be absolutely inappropriate. I told the nigga no.
He just wants to feel hair one
Like, what
last
if he did
time.
a sneak one?
You don't really.
The man sneaking a feel on your ends, bro. That's crazy. You're getting
Ever let a man
violated.
catch up cop and feel on your ends.
You're
Yo.
vulnerable outside. That's wild. That's
crazy.
wild, bro.
What else we got going? Relentless Diaries. We went there. You said. So yeah, how is so it's good. So the man have no real contention or there's no issue with being on a female-led podcast overall with the dynamic you guys currently have going on. Like, do you guys ever run into like hiccups or like those disagreements that you speak of?
Nah, and if the disagreement happens, it's just funny and entertaining. Because
Got you.
at the end of the day, like we all fuck, like we're generally good friends with each other.
Got
so
you.
It's cool. Like that dynamic had to be cool though before I step into it. Because if I agree to go to something once a week, like, bruh, that can't be the low light of my week. Like, you know what I mean? Like this, I have to look forward to recording with you
you gotta
guys.
be excited about shit.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they're all great people. So
Well, shout out. Hopefully we can have them on the podcast. We'd love to have you from Relentless Diaries.
yeah, I'll throw in a word, man.
You know what I mean? Madam, have any questions?
Yeah, I was on your page. I seen you have Steady.TO.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit?
For sure, man. We're bringing Afro vibes back downtown. I feel like it had a peak right after the pandemic or kind of during the pandemic. But now they be going to like them lounges in Vaughn and shit where you gotta spend bottles and
You gotta go far to get like
Yeah.
some of like our type of parties. If you want to hear like hip hop, dancehall,
Exactly.
Afrobeats, shit like that.
And
like,
of course, we play all black music, but we center it on Afro beats. Shout out to people like Uncle Delroy, who they have a cool movement of dancehall in downtown that I think was missing as well. So we're trying to do something like that for the Afrobeat scene out here. Strictly day parties this summer. That's all I'm doing.
Yo, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know why? One, cause I don't like going to bed super late no more as I approach an older age in life. And like, yo, fam, day parties, I don't know. They just feel more appropriate.
Sun shining.
The vibe is a little more positive.
Yeah, like, yo, you go to a function, I don't know, Lavelle or anywhere like that has some kind of nice ambiance, bro, during the day. What's up, vibes? Stuff.
Feels like you bring out the best of the women.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's actually a good observation. If I were to think all the like parties I've been to, the day parties probably had the best selection of women still.
Yeah, because you could hide in the dark.
In the light, you mean?
That's crazy.
No, well,
No, he means at night.
Yeah,
The
no,
scary
no.
ones. No, he's like, yeah, that's why they stay home. Because it's not their time.
Walk by, they grab your dreads. Watch out.
because we've all been there. 3 a.m. the light turns on and you're like,
What the fuck
who
am
the
I
hell
doing
was
here?
I talking to?
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, that's right.
We've all been there. You can't
rough.
do that at a day party.
No, you make better
can't.
decisions.
Yeah. So the
you bet
gremlins, they know to stay inside.
Okay, don't spray water on them.
And it's also easier to just like to chat to people too, because the music's not as loud. You know what I mean?
It's a different vibe. It's a more cohesive
It's more
vibe.
sociable.
It's definitely a more social vibe than the night thing. And it's like, you still have, you still got your sections, niggas with their booths and their bottles. But it's still more ubiquitous as a whole vibe entirely.
Exactly.
I feel like, you can
do something else after.
you could go to
Like,
sleep,
you
you get a
can
food.
do something. You can go get a food. You can still do something relaxing.
You don't have to wake up
after.
completely busted the next day because you were drinking till like 5 a.m.
Facts. You can still go to work on Monday if you have a day party on Sunday.
I'm trying to tell you, like, this is the function. This is the function.
Yeah, so that's the type of vibes I'm bringing this summer. I'm gonna plug it, but the next
All
one.
right, well, shit. Let the man know. The man will pull up and see what I got. The Wagwans.
Steady
the
Lavelle
functions
rooftop.
look like they were functioning.
Yeah, they're functional functions.
Yeah, they were functional functions. Bro. I seen it. I'm like, let me ask this guy about it.
It's a lot of good black women there, so I might need you guys as backup. You know what I mean?
Those are the best kinds.
John, you're Dr. Umar, eh? I feel you.
Yeah. Listen,
Hold on. We're going over there.
All jokes just ended. Yeah. No white women. No.
Like white women, I have my fun with y'all. I'm not dating no white woman anymore.
Why? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
what happened?
I didn't date any actually. I just slept with them.
All right.
Okay.
Just conquering the land.
Yeah, after you built your empire and then left it alone.
Yeah, all those other girls were practice.
So like why what is your because you sounded very like strong on that
Adamant.
position,
Yeah,
you know?
Adamant about it.
I will say this, like, I just feel like there's a shorthand that you understand with black women right away as soon as you talk to them. You know what I mean? Not as much needs to be explained.
Yeah, there's more similarities within the culture for
He
sure.
ain't trying to get Shannon Sharpe out here.
That too.
He's too young to do all that.
Well, that's extreme. That's
Yeah,
extreme.
I don't-
I'm about to say he's too young
That's
for
a few
that.
steps ahead, you know?
I'm not lying. Do you see his text
You
messages?
stop now.
You know?
Yo, there's steps before that you take. I see.
He did it.
There's a little gap between this man and Shannon Sharpe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So
like,
I'm not even. I assume whatever Shannon Sharpe did, I think he did something wrong. It might not be as wrong as he got blamed to do, but that guy was 50 dating a 19-year-old old ass girl. Like,
Okay, let's not pretend this was dating. They had an arrangement. He was giving her some deep dish Dickens.
regardless, even if he's just sleeping with her, if you're 50 something,
So a man can't. So hold on, a man cannot pay for sex from a 20-year-old at 57. I'm just curious, like from people, like, is that wrong? If she's selling
I
it?
guess what is the wrong that you saw in it?
it's just to me, it's a poor signal
Of what?
of decision making.
But like,
Which part?
If you're in your 50s, just put yourself in Shannon Sharpe's shoes, right?
but he said
Those
he
some
dates his
freaky
wage.
shoes.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate for all
Yeah.
fucking intents and purposes. He says he dates his wage. He dates and puts his penis and parks it up where he would like to based on his resources available to him. So if he
Yeah.
so chooses to fuck younger women because he can and he provide and like everyone's okay, like the two parties involved are okay with the agreement they have established. Where lies the wrong?
I think technically it could be okay, right?
So no, I just want to know where you said Where lies the apprehension in Shannon Sharpe's behavior?
In this situation, it's a transactional relationship, right?
Fully.
But it wasn't just a smash and dash. Like he was with this girl for months.
No, he likes.
It was an ongoing relationship. It
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
just
Like we can't
one-off.
just
No. I consider those ones arrangements though. Like when,
It was an arrangement. Yeah, you could call it that.
The poor decision making was when she didn't want to sign the NDA.
But I want to hear his
Yeah,
perspective though.
I'm just saying, I don't think there's fire there, like in a vacuum. Like if it's two consenting adults, do whatever, do whatever you want to do.
the rationale.
All I'm saying is that there's smoke there.
It's good. Yeah, you're gonna face contention and you're gonna face some turbulence.
I'm saying there's smoke there.
Okay, so what do you mean?
Because at this point, it's he said, she said, right?
Okay.
Like
He
Shannon,
said a lot though.
Huh?
He said a lot.
He said he said a lot on camera. He said
So did she, though.
He said a lot in text conversations. But they have two different angles that they're perpetuating.
Yes.
Right? Shannon Sharpe, of course, he's claiming his innocence. She's claiming that he did essay to her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
On and
She's
on
a
and
victim.
on.
She's claiming victimhood. He's claiming innocence.
and he's claiming
consent.
innocence.
He's claiming consensual.
So all I'm saying is that there's a little bit of smoke there because his decision making seemed a little off.
But do you think that's on the basis of age or the basis of race?
Both.
Because I don't think.
Okay, it's three things. A 19-year-old white OF girl.
Yeah. So one, she's a whore. Two, well, like I don't know.
A young
19.
whore.
So okay,
You're a consenting
so
adult,
those are
though.
the conditions under which you think he was wrong.
It's just you're adding smoke. Like it's Shannon Sharpe. Your decision making is very off.
I guess okay because I understand that it is risky business, but like I'm just trying to define where exactly he went wrong. If you can accept that two consenting adult parties are engaging in this and that's fine, then what is the differentiation that you make between that and Shannon Sharpe? Like when did Shannon Sharpe go wrong with that decision?
Well, the easiest thing to do here is to just throw your hands up and be like, I don't know what happened.
Nope.
You know what I mean? There's two. It's he said, she said. I don't want to get involved in any of this story.
No, for sure.
But if you're asking for my honest opinion
Yeah,
on
that's
how
what we're
I'm
asking.
viewing it, it just seems like Shannon might be a little bit in the wrong here. Like, just because his decision making is very poor on what he chooses to do. That's it.
I can't see. I don't know. That's not sufficient for me to agree.
I just don't have a clear understanding of what part he
If
went
she was
wrong.
underage, everything was
So
just
if you can hold on.
He's 57 dating a 19-year-old.
So,
Like, I'm
if
like,
she was
she's
black,
legal.
no, hold on.
she is, but I'm saying,
Let me
like,
try.
if you're down to do that, like, what else are you down to do, bro?
Whatever his wallet can afford.
At a legal age.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you
You know what I'm saying?
think about it. Would it be less wrong if she was black?
It would be less likely that she would have like even like the big black. I need a big black. I need your big black.
Your big
baby
black
in
nigger
there.
dick?
Yeah, like
Yo, that's aggressive.
So-
I'm not gonna lie. I remember the
Yes,
big
that-
black baby. I don't remember that
see,
message.
I don't know.
That message I don't recall.
so it's. I'm not gonna act like I'm actually Dr. Umar. I don't mind interracial people. You know what I mean, or interracial relationships. But when you get into the race play part of it,
Yeah.
and this guy was just allowing that.
He likes it. It's fetishism.
Yeah.
So that's one of your areas of contention.
So
If
his sexual preference of being fetishized and the exoticism of white women is where you say his decision making went wrong.
He can't play that role with a black girl.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So-
He can't play that role.
I'm not. I'm
So
willing to call a flag on that one. That's crazy.
I fuck with playing with devil's advocate, right?
Right.
But what you guys are essentially asking me is which side of the story am I leaning towards?
No,
being
I didn't ask that at
No,
all.
that's not
I didn't
really
ask
what
that
I'm
at all.
asking.
part
I
you-
literally
Well,
just
that's
wanna
what I'm
know-
saying.
I literally just want to know what your actual problem with it is, because you said that if they're both adults and they're consenting, it's fine.
Yeah. It's,
And they are both adults and they're consenting, but it's not fine.
no,
for
no,
you.
no, no,
So
no.
I just trying to figure out.
She said she wasn't consenting.
But she was.
No, but they had a relationship prior
I
to.
can't-
was,
how
though.
can you say that?
Hold on, Mitch. Go ahead.
But they had a relationship prior to. So we're going under the
it
impression.
could turn like non-consensual.
Oh, so you're saying that you believe that he did some unconsensual shit?
That's what she said.
But is that exact your?
So now we're getting back to it. Which side do I lean more towards?
Right?
Because it's two different stories.
I hear that. So yo,
Okay, I guess that would be my
That-
new question now. Because
Yeah.
at first I was under the impression that you believed he was innocent, that he just made poor decisions for even going there. But now,
No,
you believe that possibly, you did some stuff you weren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
okay,
now I
that makes
understand.
more sense. We're trying to understand that because simply the factors like two consenting adults all the other caveats.
But no,
we
that's
listed.
a
Yeah.
race now because they're not consenting.
Well,
He
if
doesn't
she- yeah,
believe
well,
that
that's the
they were
thing.
actually
If
consenting.
they are not consenting in that situation, then age, race, and everything else doesn't even matter. All that shit's out the window. Like
Yeah.
sexual, like SA is SA, regardless of how you
Yeah.
look at it, right? So race, not like he could have did that to a 50-year-old woman, a 60-year-old woman. If you
It would still be
had
wrong.
unconsensual experience, then yeah, then that's wrong.
But when you're on the stand,
But
or
people
whatever,
are deeming him, sorry, my brain. People are just demonizing him on the basis of age right here, right? We're playing the, oh my God, like she's so young. How could you? Why do you not like people are
age.
Most
scrutinizing
people
him?
believe it was consensual, and they're scrutinizing the age disparity.
Yes.
That's the common like argument online. It's not the consent thing.
okay. Well,
That's kind of where I was drawing
Yeah.
from as well.
So that I guess we were under the impression that you believed it was consensual.
but your
Yeah.
issues played into the other caveats.
Yeah.
no. Two adults do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But when you're on the stand, right?
So do you? So again, I just want to clear cut it. You don't have an issue with the age disparity.
Hot seat over there, bro.
So he was 56 and she was 19.
Hugh Hefner had a whole Playboy house full of bunnies that he was 70 years old recruiting 18-year-olds. Nobody had a problem with
Listen,
it. Nobody
I'm-
batted an eye.
I'm-
We looked at it as an opportunity.
I'm pretty lax, but nah, man. He was even if that's all he did, I think he's wilding a little bit. I do.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's your personal preference. That's perfectly fine. Like I was literally just wondering where your mindset was at in
Yeah.
regards to that situation entirely.
Yeah.
Like specifically, sorry, not entirely.
Yeah,
Was
so
about
I
to
guess
say
it's twofold now.
but even what I was saying earlier, the Hugh Hefner thing. Nobody really batted an eye at the Playboy bunnies. Fam, he was recruiting some young women. He's been an old man.
The grotto?
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, right? But we never looked at it the same way. Like,
Because
as
we're
much as-
12.
No, we no.
When we say we, we're talking about the general
I'm saying
public,
general
which would have been
public,
adult
society.
They
Society,
did. It was
society.
just
Well,
over.
They should've. They
overpowered.
should've.
society.
I think they should have. If these women are 18, 19,
But then what is-
fucking
so then
80-year-old
what's the
Hugh
basis-
Hefner.
So what's the age of consent
Then what's the
in your
point
eyes?
of
then?
consensual? Yeah, exactly.
Like,
What's
what is the
age?
appropriate age that one can give consent to
Or
sexual?
you just shouldn't have sex with people after a certain gap.
I think like 25.
You think 25 you can fuck anybody you want?
25 go wild.
under 25. What's the threshold then? Like, if she's 23, what's too old for her?
Yeah, it's not black and white, right? So it's like it just gets into a gray zone before you get to 25. And even then it's not black and white. But if you ask me for like some kind of target,
Right.
kinda
Like,
I'd
when do
say
you
25.
stop feeling uncomfortable? Because you look at Shannon Sharpe and the 19-year-old, and you're like, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
So when do you stop having an issue? Like, when? Like, what
Have you
is
guys
the
heard of
range?
divide by 2 add 7?
Divide by 2.
Yeah,
I haven't
divide
heard
by
that. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard the
Ages,
concept. I
whatever
can do
your
the
age is and
math.
add 7.
You got to divide it by 2 add 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were
I
talking.
heard that actually like last week.
That's
You know
a-
what's
that's a
funny?
common
My
rule
brain's
of
like, what are you
thumb.
calculating? Body
So half your
something?
age plus 7 years.
Yeah, that's a common rule of thumb.
I didn't know that. So
I heard that last week. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, shit, there you have it. I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know
for
that.
Shannon it would be 32. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And that's what
I don't think
that's
he would
what
agree with
I
you.
think that's
Or
what like
Leonardo
I think that's
DiCaprio.
what
We
like
know that
Monique
he wouldn't
said.
agree. We
think
very
also,
much
hold
know
on.
that.
Sorry?
I think Monique said that. Like, oh, you should date somebody in the 30s and something like 30s and up. And he's like, nah. Like, he's like, don't worry about me. Worry about you.
Never.
Thing is, like, yo, like as much as he's in a relationship, he's all like that's his purchase, right? He's like, like I'm gonna pay for what I want to have. Like,
He's over there counting racks and everything. Like, Monique, who are you talking to?
I don't know, but I think
if they're two consenting adults, realistically, that's what happens towards them. Now,
So
he
now
said, she said.
so now I can flip it on you
Go ahead.
guys.
yeah.
So as soon as they're 18 is blessed?
In my mind, yeah. If you can go to war and kill somebody and die for your country, you can have sex with somebody.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
He said he had to pause.
So yeah, we're having some technical. I don't know. I can't hear nothing.
Sometimes it's been chipping out.
My shit's just not been.
Yeah, like the.
Again, because you guys might be stepping on. I think you're stepping on that. This thing is a little bit. Can you hear yourself? Is that talking to the mic?
You're.
Yo.
Can you hear yourself?
Yo. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I can't hear shit.
Yeah, I think you're. Oh, because it dropped.
Yeah.
Like auto mute.
Oh, am I blessed now? Oh shit, I'm blessed. All right, sick. I didn't know it did that. I would.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good. We just had a little technical difficulty. We good though. So back to your question. What was
So
your
are we
question?
back on?
James, we good?
Yo. Okay, all right.
Back to your question.
So I guess you have to ask me again. Just in case
Okay, yeah. All right, so you just asked me like, what would be the minimum age where I'm like, all right, everything's blessed. You guys are literally 2 consenting adults. I shouldn't hate on it at all. And I said 25.
Yeah.
And then for you,
I said 18. I think if we as a society have decided at 18 years old you can go and kill somebody or die for your country, I'm pretty sure you can choose who you have sex with. Like taking a life or losing your life, I think is more significant than having sex with somebody.
I'm gonna go with probably like if I'm gonna do like.
Now, it doesn't mean that if I'm 56, I want to talk to an 18-year-old.
No,
I'm saying that's a personal preference, but just for
why
standards.
yeah, but why is it a personal preference, but it's not something that you want society to do?
I mean, there's plenty of things that people do that I don't want to do. It doesn't mean I would take their right to do it away from them.
Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah.
That's super valid. Me, I'd probably say 21. Why? Because then you're eligible to drink everywhere. As soon as you could, like, that's the safe legal age across the board in North America, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you are able to enter clubs and do all your decisions and actually buy alcohol, like you are an adult, a member of society, you're able to make your own decisions, right? If you are making and like, again, I don't scrutinize. Now, I may not participate in some kind of age discrepancy of that, like standard, but I'm not gonna look at people that do like, there's tons of look at what how much women, for example, do the sugar baby thing, or you're over there like they'll date an older man because like of the benefit of dating him. Yeah, they want the money, right? We don't look at it the same, and not like obviously like the reverse aspect would be this man who is obviously not feeble, like he's not the victim in this situation, or he's the power structure, and then because he has like autonomy with himself, now we're looking at it kind of fucked up. But if he was like an old kind of like worked over, like if he was feeble and like kind of like not so threatening as a man, I don't think people would react to it in the same fashion, regardless of the age. Because there have been younger women that have dated older men.
He's just big and black and scary.
He's just big, black, and scary. Yeah, this nigga's too strong and too fucking capable. They're like, nah, bro. What the fuck, bro? Look at him. He's conquering our young white teens, our daughters. Nah, fam. Like, imagine you're a daughter. You left the house and goes fuck Shannon Sharpe. Bro, the amount of disappointment in your chest.
So see, you said you wouldn't scrutinize people for
I'm
doing
not scrutinizing people for living their life.
I think you would, though.
In what way?
Because let's say it's, your pops or your uncle or whatever, right? In their mid-50s or something like that.
Okay.
Brings home a 19-year-old.
Sounds trendy.
Sounds true.
I was about to say, talk to this guy over there.
you dapping him up? Like, yeah, pops.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Like my dad thing before he passed was 30 years younger than him.
so it's like, I see you happen firsthand. It's like, I lie, you have big pitney, but this is how you're moving. All right.
You got kids the same age.
So you're saluting him.
I'm not saluting it. I just not
That's
scrutinize.
him.
Yeah,
That's his personal preference.
I'm not gonna
We
shun
know
him
it.
every time I see the man. Like, you should be dating older, sir.
And if she's happy and he's happy, I can't say nothing.
It's so fucked because there's no rules to life, bro. There's no right and like. Don't worry, there's fundamental right and wrong, but there's no like rules like you have to do this.
Yeah, after nobody's being harmed, then it's kind of hard to like place like you have to do this or you can't do this. But in a situation like that, I'd have like
It's funny.
I'd have a couple opinions.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I have jokes. Like it's funny.
Endless jokes. All I have is jokes.
But you would have no judgment.
I'm not judging, nigga. That's you.
I would have, I don't know if I call it a judgment, but I would have curiosity. You see what I'm
Curiosity for
saying?
sure.
So my first thing is like, is this a recreational relationship or is it a serious thing? Because if you're a big 50-something-year-old man, you're with like a 19-year-old woman, like beyond recreation, I don't believe that this is fulfilling for either one of you. Like, I don't think this is gonna last to the capacity that either one of you would like need it to be like a meaningful relationship. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like if you're just passing the time and enjoying yourself, then go on, fam. You got yourself a little fit 19-year-old thing, yo, go on,
Yo,
bro.
fam, I'm not.
Yeah.
Because
But like if you're there like, yo, it's the love of my life and I'm about to like put the house in her name and she's like, hold on, my
you
nigga,
tripping.
hold on a second. Like you gotta relax. Like
time
you need
is
to go find
over.
yourself a big woman, fam. Like,
Yeah.
if
You
you're
can't
gonna
be
do
that
like
stupid.
yeah, if you're gonna live life with somebody, fam, you need a mature woman. Like there's no way you're gonna be fulfilled by this.
But like, how many times because I've seen this actually kind of frequently where a man will do the whole 9, fam, fucking raise family, kids put them all through college, everyone's big, grown, married off. But him and his wife just ain't been getting along for like the last 20 years. See, as soon as the kids, the big pitney, them are sent off to use. The man went and got himself a nice little hot thing from, you know what I mean? From somewhere, something young, from somewhere hot. You know what I mean?
I'm with that.
And so it's like, yo, buddy, but here's the thing. Here's the thing,
maybe
though.
25, 26, but
He found himself a little young thing from somewhere hot. But thing is like, buddy, it's satisfying the needs that he has in his current life. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's did the whole build a life and family rotate. Now he just wants something that looks good, doesn't talk too much around him, and like, yo, he can break off and show it to the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like,
doesn't talk too much around him is a big thing, eh?
It's a big thing. He's been getting talked at for like 17 years. Part of the reason they're not together anymore. Yo, that silence is critical.
Done hearing words.
What the fuck?
The sex don't even matter. He just likes quiet.
Yeah, I like.
He just wants
She's gonna get naked. He's like, yo, slow down. I just want, just be quiet.
Man's like, yo, you know how long I want to sit on the porch and just do nothing?
I'm telling you, right? So it's like, and now I said, like, do I rate a man for moving how he wants? Like, yo, if he really wants this, he's done all. Like, buddy, that's you. You live your life. You look like a young thing, Bridget. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna look at you funny for that. That's where you're at in life. And like, I may ask you some questions, and if you could provide adequate questions, buddy, I mean answers. Yo, I have nothing else to really say. Yo, so I'll go now. You know what I mean?
True. I mean,
yo, if you can answer and substantiate for your decision making, buddy, there's nothing much more to it.
It's hard to refute reasoning.
Yeah, like, yo, you don't see I raised my kids, put them through college, and got them houses?
And he's bringing her to the functions. Yo, he rates her.
Facts.
You know what it is too? I think the self-awareness is respectable.
Self-awareness.
So
yes,
it's like, even if what you're doing looks unconventional, but you're fully aware of everything that you're involved in and you're still willing to do it, then I can respect your decision. But if I speak to you and I know you're speaking like out of delusion, there's a little bit of pretending.
Talk to me with your head up.
And like, there's omissions of things. Like, you know, you're giving me blanketed terms and a lot of smoke and mirrors, you know? Then I know, like, bro, there's gaps in this relationship, bro. And you're playing games, you know? And then it's hard for me to respect it.
No, that's fair. You know, I guess I'm trying to see it, you know, from the perspective of the 18-year-old woman in question.
Yo, she just looked at her. She saw this nigga and saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
Where else? Who else is paying her 10 grand a week for
You ever
sex?
talk to someone like these young women, or even remember like when you were younger yourself, like interactions with them?
Yeah, or
A lot of them are very much seeking an opportunity.
I'm not gonna lie, she's a real one still. Shannon Sharpe talked to her with his whole shadow over her, everything. She's like, yo, I'm going for this big guy.
She said she was gonna eat that.
There's a
nigga's
lot of
bottom.
women who would have still been like, no, bro. Like, nah.
You ain't never asked like
She
girls.
said, give me your big black baby.
Yeah, this isn't the first time.
She was aggressive.
I'm
about
sorry, like, I've never been spoken to like that in my days.
Oh, you want that?
No, but I'm just
Not a
saying.
big black old man.
Yo, that's a valid question.
I'm just saying, like,
That's all like, yo, he's missing something. Like, no.
I've never been talking.
A lot, they don't even rate me like that, bro. The fuck?
No. All I'm saying was like, yo,
You gotta get it from petty cash?
she's just showing high levels of ambition over there. Like, I don't know, from the little bit of text messages I seen,
You're not even black like him, though. They can't even talk to you.
I need a big light, baby.
She don't even want that. She types in and deletes it. So I'm not even sending that one, bro. What the fuck? Doesn't even hit the scene.
nah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh man.
Check on your light-skinned friends.
Yeah, man. Big up all black people.
But yeah, like I said, Shannon Sharpe believes in dating his wage, not his age. And I can't tell a man like that because I don't have his wage, see?
Facts.
Hey,
I don't even have that option.
Yeah, the
hey,
man never
shout out
reached
to
there.
everybody, man.
Yeah, just shout out to everybody.
That was political, fam. I like that, bro. That's how you do it, bro. Stay out of trouble, 101. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. The amount of having more questions before we move on to things.
I do have more questions.
That's
But what are we
great.
moving on to? You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
got like
I mean,
pop culture video review, ask man type shit. But yo, if you have any more questions for the man,
I guess just a 1-2 quick questions. I seen you did like a few interviews on your platform. So you have Sad Boy, you did Moneybag Yo, Lil Tecca.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big interviews.
Facts.
Who was like your most notable interview? Like for you, like your favorite one, I guess.
My favorite one was Lil Tecca.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like in Toronto, we intimately know how he blew up.
Why do we intimately know? Because
Well,
of the
he had
LB
like a
Spiffy
little,
shit? The LB
Yeah.
Spiffy
there's
shit?
that,
Okay, go ahead.
Toronto was his first market.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. They said he sounded like someone.
Spiffy.
Mhm.
LB
Okay,
Spiffy.
yeah. I can't remember that.
They
Toronto-
said he jacked his soul, so sorry. Go ahead.
Six Buzz blew him up before Ransom dropped. And and they haven't blown up any Toronto rapper that big,
Okay.
which is kind of ironic, right? Like the one American rapper that comes here and trolls and stuff ends up going #1 on Billboard.
But shit, that was just like a really catchy song.
It was an amazing song.
You know what I mean? Like that's his biggest hit. He hasn't repeated the success thus far, has he? Like I don't think he's had a bigger song than that. Or equally big.
Yeah, please. I think he had a collab with Internet Money that was pretty big. But yeah, nothing as big as Ransom.
Yeah.
But he's doing well though. He just did Coca-Cola Coliseum.
No, I'm not calling him like a
last year,
one-hit
yeah.
wonder, but it's just like coincidentally that was his best song. So
Yeah,
like
but,
it just
but sorry,
doesn't help.
Ransom was like after the Toronto thing, but like Toronto gave him a platform which he could build from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was cool. Just like I always had these questions in my mind, like, bro, can you admit that Toronto blew you up? You know, like
What'd he say?
he's like, yeah,
All right, cool.
Toronto's the reason I'm where I'm at. And it's like it just made me think back in my head, like, yo, we could do that to our artists here. And I know Ransom is a great song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have a lot of talented songwriters here too, you know what I mean?
So yo, let me ask you a question, just in relation to that or in conjunction to that. Give me an artist that you feel would benefit to that like level, based on their catalog, with the a push from one of these blog sites.
Northside Benji, but his problem is that he lacks personality.
All right.
Like no interviews, no nothing.
Doesn't want to do none of that. Tecca came here and just like started trolling everybody, like say, yeah, I'm from Jane and Finch. Ah.
Okay.
He made himself known.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Okay.
he was unashamedly trying to get on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Toronto niggas aren't like
Nah,
they're
we too
not-
cool for shit.
yeah.
super cool over here, bro.
Yeah.
Not doing none of that.
Claiming the next block, yo, you're a waste.
The most a nigga from here will do is disrespect somebody openly.
Yeah.
That's about
Yeah,
it, fam.
that's
There's
when
no-
you have no
Exactly.
shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I was
that's
even
it.
saying, like, when we went on the GTV joint, bro, it's a lot of the subject matter too, right? Like a lot of the subject matter of the Toronto underground. I can just speak for the hip hop scene because I'm not super vast out in all the music out here. But yo, a lot of it's not really mainstream friendly, and I'm not saying because the madam of the GTV were basically saying that like, yo, they're trying to put blame on the radios for not giving the Toronto artists a certain push.
GTV, sorry?
GTV, Gutsy TV.
Oh,
It's
okay.
another podcast channel. Shout out the madam over there. Shout out
Yeah.
GTV.
Big up.
But yeah, they're basically saying like, yo, like the radio, no, basically Canada doesn't support its own artists and whatnot, right? And then I'm like, oh, and then we had like, or it was digressed basically that like, well, bro, like, one, the artists themselves need to be putting in certain work. They need to get their business in order. And then two, I think subject matter in the actual music. I don't feel like a lot of like, you said Northside Benji, but like, fuck, how often does he drop?
Not enough.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
just
Like,
he
he's
had-
not
He
consistent.
had the talent for it. But
He definitely has the talent.
I'll push back a little bit there though. I'm forgetting their name, but there's like this dance hall crew out here.
Okay, that's what I'm. Yeah, I know
Oh,
the.
the one dogger people, them, right?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Killing it.
Yeah, they're
Selling out shows in the UK.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yet you have to also take in like
But
their
he's
subject
pushing
matter,
himself,
and
though.
they're working.
Facts.
He's dropping shit.
Facts.
He's putting in the necessary work.
Facts.
And then when you listen to the man's music, it's consistent with other dancehall music. Like if you were to go to a party, go to a function,
Sounds
you
the
could
same.
play his
You
shit
could
on
play
the
his shit in the
playlist
mix.
with other big songs.
Perfectly, yeah.
Because he is up to the standard and the quality. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's receiving the rewards for that. But I can't say the same for all the other rap artists. And that's
But they
why I
could-
feel like they're not getting it.
Facts. But they could learn from them.
What do you
Niggas
mean?
could do a lot of things.
Niggas could do a lot. What do you
But
mean?
I
They
think
got
the
Will
fact
they
that,
do
like,
a lot of things?
that's work. That's
being a
another
rap
question.
Facts.
artist.
But my bad. I just like because when we get too theoretical, it feels like it's impossible.
No,
You know
I
what
hear
mean?
you, I hear you.
So
I
I
hear
just
you.
like to drop real examples of
Oh.
people that are doing it now.
Oh, okay.
That's
No.
it. That's it.
I agree with that
Yeah.
100%. I think it's very possible.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like,
For sure.
we already had Drake. We have Tory
We had some of the
Lanez.
biggest artists in the world come out of
Yeah.
here.
Facts,
And then
facts,
even on a smaller scale, you had Pressa, you had Doovie, you have Northside Benji, like you said, Houdini before he died. You know what I'm saying?
Doovie is another example of like that melodic, like sad rap that was popular like a couple years ago before he got locked. Like he could have just went right in with like them rap caviar niggas.
I'm not gonna lie. He had Money Man
He was
crying.
buzzing. If he didn't go to
Yeah,
jail,
thug in them crying too, man.
I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Yeah, Money
yeah.
Man was on live just
Wow.
niggas talking that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I love that.
if he didn't go to jail, he would definitely be a lot bigger of an artist right now.
he still
so
got time.
he's somebody.
Yeah, he got time.
No, for sure.
How much time he got left?
You got
You
like
got, like,
4 piece left, 3 piece
Yeah,
left.
he only got a couple years
Yeah,
left on it.
he's
He's
good.
young too, so he has
got,
like a
like,
good runway
25s.
in front of him to like make up for the lost time.
They were talking
So-
about even Tizzy Stacks. I heard he's like
You got life.
He got a
fam.
life though. Yeah, he
he's
got a
not-
life
yeah,
though.
yeah. That's rough.
He-
But
and
he
that
was
was
another
wasted
artist.
talent. That was
But he was
wasted.
another artist
Yeah.
exactly where he had a sound that crossed over into America. Like they were receptive to him. They
His
even
songs
said,
were catchy.
They said he sounded like Lil TJ, right? And like Lil TJ is a massive artist over there. I'm not saying you have to sound like another nigga, but the quality of the work that he's putting out there is being compared to
To
likes
get
of
the
a successful
comparison,
artist.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It
you
shows.
kind of have to sound like another market though, because even Drake, he Trojan horse the Toronto shit. Like at first, he didn't sound like he was from Toronto.
No. He conformed more to like what would be popular in the States.
Yeah.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because at
nothing
the
wrong
end of the day, you're an artist. You're showing your artistry. Like, buddy, I can make any kind of song. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's valid.
But I just think it comes down to work ethic because niggas definitely got the talent. All the people that we just named just now, those are talented people. You know what I'm saying? So if these guys put the effort in and keep dropping songs, there's no reason why. Or even the other artists, if they follow, the same format, there's no reason that they can't blow it.
I believe in you, little niggas, man. Come on, make it happen.
Believe in you niggas, man. Keep it up, man.
Believe it or not, that's words of encouragement.
That'll go a long way, bro.
Give me 1 second. I'm just extending my
But yeah,
part.
even Tecca on that interview, he did talk too about how Ransom was his biggest song and it might be his biggest song forever.
Sometimes it gets like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes all you need.
But it was still a blessing for him, though.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? And he doesn't trip off the fact that some people might call him a one-hit wonder.
It don't matter
Like
because
he's touring North America, 5,000, 10,000 people.
So I'm saying, you know,
I would get at man's like I did it all off one song. They're trying to bad me up. That's all I needed.
Yeah, but like, look at man like what's that nigga's name? Bobby Shmurda. He all had to cancel his tour because he wasn't getting no type of sales.
See?
Apparently, the man he was only selling out 10 tickets per fucking show.
Okay, I got to take about that, though.
Go ahead.
I
I just read off the internet. If you know more,
See,
than
like,
go ahead.
There's probably details in the background that
I
we're not
don't-
aware of.
I don't like, see, I don't like,
Yeah, I'm just-
I don't like headlines like that. I'm not paging you. I'm just saying, I don't like headlines like that go viral because we know Bobby Shmurda can sell more than 10 tickets.
Yeah, come on.
I can sell 2,000 tickets with Bobby Shmurda's name on it right now.
The
I
man
know
has
I
5 million followers.
But that's what they were trying to say. They were trying to say like, yo, Bobby Shmurda isn't a headliner. He's just the act that you have come
you have
to
to
the
push.
club.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're already going to have your people come to the club. You add Bobby Shmurda to the venue, and then he brings his whatever he brings, right? But
His
don't
10
have him
people.
as a headliner because now you have way bigger expectations, and the man hasn't had a track since God knows when. So it's like you can't really expect to have him as a headliner when he hasn't even had nothing trending.
Does he have an album?
I don't know, but I
No,
seen
he
him
didn't
on
put out nothing
Instagram.
when he
Like,
came out.
I seen him doing performances and like niggas are doing like house or EDM remixes of like his song. Like you know how they, how they in the house thing like they be mixing in the
Yeah,
hip hop
that-
music
that's
these
what
days
Waka
and shit.
Flocka does.
I seen a
Waka
few
Flocka,
videos of
Lil
that.
Jon.
So I
Lil
think
Jon
the guy
crazy.
does have a lane. I think he does have a fan base. There's probably just some going on with the promotion and other things. I don't think it's fully like, oh, bro, you're dusty. Only 10 mans bought your tickets. I don't think it. I don't think it's as being
It's
promoted.
a salty white promoter that's trying to put smut on a black legend's name. That's what that is.
Is Bobby Shmurda a
Is he a
legend?
legend?
He has a
You're
legend.
going to say that.
Man,
He said it too.
He had a legendary run.
His run was iconic still. Him
Iconic.
as an
I'll give it
individual.
iconic. I'm not gonna say legendary.
Yeah,
I'll
that
give it
run
iconic.
right there, we won't forget that.
Man,
Does
niggas-
that make you a legend? I don't know.
Niggas can say Bobby Shmurda brought New York back.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It was shaky. It was just Nicki.
Pop Smoke and them a bust out of there, cut.
That
That
Bobby
was
Shmurda
after.
was
That was
before.
after though. Like did like
He's talking about at the time that he
Okay.
dropped the song.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
time, I don't know. It was a huge song.
It was a big
I'm not
song,
trying to
but, like, yo,
downplay the success of the
Hot,
man.
yeah, hot nigga.
But legend, when we talk about legends, fam, we have to talk
Man,
about
like-
some serious.
like
we're
Wayne
still
is a
we're
legend.
still we're
Right,
still
right.
waiting for
Yeah,
that act
man,
to come
like
down.
Wayne.
Jay-Z, like them man, they're a legend. See,
Yeah,
like 50 Cent,
like
Alright.
those are
legend.
big
Yeah, that is a
legends.
legend. Bobby Shmurda is not a legend.
No, he had an
Yeah.
iconic moment.
Yeah, he had a hell of a moment, fam.
Right.
I was saying Carl Wolf was a legend. Like,
But I big up
He
Carl
stopped
Wolf.
playing with people.
Yo, big up Carl Wolf.
big up man like
I
Carl.
just caught an invalid spin.
Holy shit!
Man, I'm just trying
He
to
had a
crib my
great song,
accent.
great
My bad,
moment,
my
but
bad.
I'm like, oh, he's not a legend.
How should I word that better? A black icon, a black star,
You just say
Star.
say a black
Celebrity.
black man would have been okay.
a black man. That's
Man.
He had a dream.
He's a man.
Nobody can refute that because we see the man that he is being a man.
But that is a white reporter trying to who probably couldn't sell some tickets and is trying to exaggerate it and put mud on his name. And then everybody's just running with it. I don't like that.
I'm not even
The
against
internet
that.
will kick you when you're down.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
can't
Bobby
wait.
Shmurda was just smoking his
Yo,
stuff. He's
but
like,
I-
what, 10 tickets? Nigga, what are you talking about?
Hey, come on.
Nah. You know what?
Nigga
though?
was selling it on the dark web.
Yo, he's got to relax. Hold on.
Give you some
You know
single
what? So hold on.
tickets. Single tickets is crazy.
Just in relation to Bobby Shmurda and like these type of things don't help his case. So man, look at this. Oh fuck, what am I doing?
Don't have the man doing some outrageous.
Chill out. He's not doing nothing already. He's doing what he's doing.
See what I'm saying, bro?
He's doing it,
See
nigga.
what I'm saying?
I feel like fuckeries and shit.
Nah, fam, I didn't do
This
nothing.
guy did a
bro.
whole smirk. He's doing what he's doing.
Nah, fam, nah. This is just in relation to the whole thing, because niggas like, bro, you know how the internet works. So he's not selling tickets, but he's doing this.
You look so yachty.
On that bitch, and guess what, baby? It's the Dark Knight, and we back here with the next one, and we're raffling off a brand new motherfucking rollie. And guess what? It's black up top and it's blue down low. It's called the Batman. If you ain't know, ha! And guess what? You can get it for $2 at doubleup.fun. We're gonna put the link right here. Listen to me. It's one more time. Doubleup.fun. You better go get you one.
What just happened here?
He's selling TMU watches.
I'm trying to tell you niggas. So
He's
now
selling TMU watches. He might be down bad.
I'm trying to tell you niggas.
When
Like,
did this come up?
Nah, I think that's a real watch, but it's a raffle.
it came out 4
So
days.
he's doing a
3 days ago.
promo for somebody else who's raffling the watch, probably
Instead
a
of
jeweler.
Timu Rolex.
Okay.
But in comparison to being a headliner, Bobby Shmurda, Shmoney Dance, now you're doing local promos for like local jewelers and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's
doesn't
kind of like
look
when
good.
50 was getting that little meech. Like,
Nah.
oh, you're doing promos now and shit?
Nah, it's
No,
like when he
nigga,
was getting that Ja Rule for doing the
another
gyro
Comarts.
one, the gyro one.
Oh, did you see that one?
I didn't.
He was selling
That's a
euros.
new low.
Yo, the
Ja.
Ja Rule gyro
Ja, get it
commercial?
together,
He's
fam.
not even there, bro. He's on a green
The man's
screen.
green screen in a gyro shop in fucking Brooklyn or some shit. Talking about come get one.
Yeah, bro. he has a
the
commercial
Greek raps,
for
bro.
that.
Gyro,
bro.
Euro, I don't know.
Whatever, bro. My bad. Euro. Sorry, I'm not Greek.
I think
But
they say
yeah.
it like 5 different ways though.
I've heard so many
Okay, hold on,
pronunciations.
man. Take this in.
Nah,
Yo,
bro.
watch the man, fam.
I thought this was AI.
Frisco's got the best mother.
How you let 50 get a hold of this?
Wow.
Why'd you do
Your life so
He doesn't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah, this that Fire Fest.
The man's in his crib. Look, he has the socks on. He's in his crib.
That's in his socks.
He can't read that.
Why they doing this to the man,
read that.
bro?
Nobody did it to him. Don't you blame anybody else.
But yo, pandemic artists were struggling.
Man's reading off the phone like he just got the memo right now. Right now.
Come on down to Papa Frisco's.
Yeah, 2020, this was peak pandemic. Niggas couldn't tour.
Nah, fam.
Dog, he's in his
Why is he
crib.
moving so much with his hands? Yeah. We're not.
Show me what you're working. That's mystical. That's not Ja Rule.
That's mystical. Anyhow, you see what dark times will do to people.
Like, yo, this is the same man that was on the New York song with Jadakiss. In fact,
Yeah, but remember, 50 bought
Like, I want you to
front
know,
row
like,
tickets.
yo,
Eh? 50 bought the
he
whole
was on
front
the
row.
big New York track, you know.
Yeah.
That was a big
That was his
tune.
last hit,
It was a
baby.
big tune, fam, and now he's doing Euro ads, fam, on fucking
Remember, 50
Instagram.
bought the first 200 seats to his show.
Yo, fam.
But yo, Ja Rule's another case. I guess kind of like Bobby Shmurda. Damn. But he could sell it. He could sell a good.
You know
amount
what's
of
cool?
seats.
I have less problems with you saying that nigga had a legendary run than Bobby Shmurda. Just
Nah,
'cause-
Ja's a
Rule's
legend.
big,
Ja's a
bro.
legend. Ja's a legend.
Yeah, I was tweaking Bobby
He's a
Shmurda.
legend. Yo, as funny as his
take it
commercials
back.
are, we're not gonna do that to Ja. Ja's still a legend. It's
No,
just-
Ja Rule has hits. That's why it's a shame to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
You made so much money in your career. Just if you just saved some of it, you shouldn't be doing that.
Fam, at least put on some shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lego slippers or something, eh?
Yeah, you're in your socks, fam. That's
I don't know,
crazy.
man. Man's hair is not cool. I'm not going. Anyhow, moving forward. Man, I'm going to fucker. I'm just finding what brand of fucker I want to get into right now.
Let's go.
You know what? We're going to go here. Are the man familiar with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Are the man familiar with Nala Ray?
No.
Nala Ray is a reformed OF porn star. It's on topic because we've been talking about them.
Right on. Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna watch them have a conversation. I'm gonna ask them some questions after the fact. And I want your opinion. See?
Let's do it.
All right, let me just cue this up, and I will.
Watch your battery, fam.
I thanks, man. I said, yo, nobody's watching harder than me. Trust me.
It's so nice to be here today. So I was one of OnlyFans' top models for the last 5 years, and
Yo.
Yo, man, number two
I
said it.
got saved, and I radically gave my life to the Lord and gave that life up.
Praise the Lord.
So I want to know, would you support a ban on porn in America, and what would you do to make that happen?
If it's, unfortunately, I don't think it's legal, but absolutely. First of all, porn is no different than a digital opiate and an
Absolutely.
addiction. We've seen states that have made it harder to access, and porn rates have gone down.
Yeah.
But you were once an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
What would you have to say to the danger and the damage that does to young people?
Honestly, so much. It depends on sex as well. It has different effects on men than it does women. Like for men, it shuts them down. They don't know how to be in good relationships. They don't know how to treat women. For women, it's all emotional, and they just continue to get compared to the women in porn. You know,
Correct.
so honestly, I'd say some self-control would go a really long way, which is also one of the fruits of the spirit. So I think America needs a revival right now.
It's not happening
That's
that
what I
way.
think.
The Lord.
Don't do that. Don't talk
Stay
about the
there for
fruits
a
of the spirit,
second.
bro.
I have a message to men, and then I want you to give a message to women. Men, if you are consuming OnlyFans, it is no different than you going out with a prostitute every night. The only difference is that you guys get to hide behind some screen. You are contributing to the dehumanization and delegitimization of millions of young women
You're
that are nothing
supplying the
more.
demand.
You are supplying the demand of the new online sex trade, and you need to stop doing it and repent in front of God for contributing to this awful cancer of selling your body for cash online.
Amen.
That is my message to men. What is your message to women that sell their bodies online?
Honestly, you're so much more worth it than that. I don't know who hurt you in your life, if you have daddy issues, mommy issues, but you were made for so much more in the eyes of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that is it. Mic drop.
God bless
Madam
you.
said
Thank
that
you
too.
so
You guys
much.
didn't care.
Okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit of unpacking. Madam, I've seen what's going on over there. I got a couple of questions based on what we've just seen. So first question. Do you guys agree that porn should be banned in, let's call it North America, just for the sake of the conversation?
No. No.
No?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Everybody's consenting. You're an adult. You can do what you want. I don't believe all the things that he said about it's ruining people like it's a digital opiate. No, it's not, bro. Like, behave yourself. Stop pulling on yourself and go outside, bro.
Stop pulling on yourself. Stop. Yo, you said it so straight. I was like, yo.
No, I have nothing more to say, bro. What? Look at yourself. Look what you're doing out there.
Yo, the term pulling on yourself is so funny, bro.
What's happening?
Go read two books.
Bop it,
fam.
twist it.
Go do something productive, bro.
What about you, cuz? Do you feel that pornography should be banned in North America?
No, I don't think it's. I think everybody got addictions, and
Now, when he's referring to the opioid addiction or the comparison to the opiates, I'm pretty sure he's referring to the dopamine hit you get in your brain.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like in terms of like addiction itself, it's like everybody has addictions. Like, I don't think taking away porn is gonna, help it. There's so much other ways to consume adult entertainment. Just
How?
It's like, for example, like, when
No,
you-
hold on. How? What other ways are
What
there?
else am I gonna do?
you can go to a strip club,
Bro, that costs
That's
money and
expensive.
time.
bro. It's the same price as OnlyFans.
No, it's
No,
not.
you're talking about porn
Fam,
and
porn in
as a
general.
whole.
Pornhub is free.
Yeah, not just OnlyFans.
And you can find OnlyFans for free.
Bro,
if
you
really
could
look
walk
hard
into
enough.
strip clubs for free.
Shout out to Reddit.
What do you know?
You could walk into strip clubs for free.
You're not getting, but
Like the only thing is like
No, you gotta buy a
can't
drink.
beat your meat in a strip club, eh?
Yeah, all that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm saying,
Yeah,
nah, me.
you can't have the same time that you had in your living room.
But like, what I'm trying to say is like, I don't think it makes a difference if you took it away. Like, I think some people.
I think it makes a
I think it makes
tremendous
a
difference to the
massive
niggas that
difference.
want to watch it. What's your favorite thing to watch when you're at home?
not porn.
What is it?
YouTube.
Okay, no more YouTube.
Why?
Nigga, because that's what we're doing. We're taking shit away that people like.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Man said it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, live
Bro,
your life
but
now. No more
I
YouTube.
didn't think porn and YouTube were the same.
Because you're not that
There
guy.
are people
You're not
outside
him.
that put more hours into Pornhub than they do YouTube. I can guarantee you.
They
Yeah.
got strong arms.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
got strong arms.
maybe.
I don't even know if I would even give them all that.
Fact of the matter is, if you took it away, it would make a very significant difference to the people that consume it.
What's your stance?
I mean, you did say some real shit about like people be addicted to a lot of shit. We're gonna ban all those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's alcoholics. Are we just?
But there are certain things that are more addictive than others, right? Like why nicotine's been chemically proven to be more addictive than others. They've actually done research on pornography and what it does to the synapses in the brain, and it's proven to be up there in terms of addiction with like fucking, I don't know, he named it an opioid.
So it's crystal meth.
No, but there is an opioid comparison, right? Where the react is like the sensation you're getting from watching things get drilled out, and you're over there just, you know what I'm saying? Like the man are over there getting dopamine, Gretchen. It's
Yeah.
more than just, it's like a whole chemical thing that's occurring as well. So that's where the drug comparison comes in, regardless of thing. And what's like, bro, I don't know. Women have been like, I don't want to say a distraction, but women have been like a vice for men since the dawn of time.
So should she donate her money that she got?
Nigga, what?
I'm just saying because she's saying they should ban it, right?
Yeah,
So I'm just
give
saying.
that
So
money
should she
back.
give back her money that she earned?
No, she gave her life to Jesus, she said.
No. Shut up. Jesus needs funds too. Okay? they need funds
Give
in the
that
church.
tithe.
So should she give back her money?
You asking me? I don't give a
I'm
fuck what
just
she does
saying
with her
though,
day.
like if you're gonna ban it, it's just like okay, then that.
No,
means-
I don't think banning means relinquish your funds you've earned.
Yeah, I don't think we
that-
restrict something
I think
that-
the overall point of what they're saying is, would it be to America's or North America's benefit to ban porn?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well,
people gotta feed their family, fam.
Fam, what?
well, first thing I think logistically is just impossible.
Go ahead, continue. Why do you think that?
How would you ban porn?
They've done it. They've done it in other states where now they've actually outlawed and banned pornography. I forget exactly where, but there are some places. I can Google it just now. I'm just worried about my battery dying. Where you cannot act like it's completely illegal. It's completely banned, or they've increased the consenting age to even watch it.
I bet you could find it.
You can find anything you look for on the dark web, or if you switch your what's it called, your IP address. Like there's ways to do everything, but overtly for the people that follow rules, if they were to outlaw this and make it illegal, in the same way that people were listening to the rules during COVID, like hey, don't do this, and people listened.
People
Niggas
might
like
get a
you
little
did.
bit more.
It would just be a lot
People
more
might get more
difficult.
deviant with the porn though. They might go and find that. Though.
Banning porn would be ridiculously difficult to do.
You think so?
It would be very tough. Like if you know about how websites work and you know,
If you know about the websites, and,
literally like you ban one, another one gets created. Like,
but it's not necessarily. Yeah,
But I guess the hypothetical is not based on like the reality,
Not
of,
the
like,
logistics
how-
of it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just like the effect. Like
Yes.
if they were able to pull it off,
if they're
do
able
you
to-
think it would be beneficial for people?
Okay, so theoretically, just ban porn, just
Yeah, we got rid of it.
Yes.
go
You
like
can't get
this,
it
and
no
then
more.
nobody can
Nobody can
access
watch
it
porn, yes.
anymore.
the only porn you can have if you make it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
OnlyFans, I see.
No, nigga,
It's gonna be an
so
underground,
OnlyFans.
an underground smut market.
and I hate to poke holes in it. So, but now niggas are just gonna look for magazines.
That's what they was doing.
You gotta
before.
go old school
Yeah.
with it.
They're talking about moving the digital because their
said
conversation
the-
was about the digital.
So you guys
form of
thought it was a more healthy environment in like the '90s when you had to buy a VHS or something.
I think I don't have any.
no,
I
but- no,
wasn't
but-
even there buying Backdoor Sluts 9.
No, but
That was a lit one.
I mean, we were
we had fun.
we were
would
there.
have had
Dial
less-
up. You know what I mean? Shit was tougher.
Okay.
Cut off the porn mid.
But I feel like you gotta, if you're gonna look at that, you gotta look at the social demographic of what's going on. So, for example, in the 90s, or like let's just use the 90s as a coin term. People are buying magazines, right? The access to everything, people and communication and media, like all their mediums are a lot further away from us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? With the advancements of technology, it's given us instant access, and with that, we've like fucking burned ourselves numb.
You know what? So I agree with you here. You know what I mean? But I do think niggas have to get their rocks off sometimes, though.
It's gonna happen,
Yeah.
just not to the
But-
degree it's happening
Just not
now.
digital.
When
Yeah.
it's too instantly accessible, I do think it would be a net positive
Yes.
on the country if it got banned.
So,
But a nigga like me, I got self-control. I would be like, I don't jack off if I'm in a relationship. I don't.
yeah, that's fine.
But shit, after a couple weeks, I gotta empty that sack sometimes.
I gotta empty the clip.
So I would be
Yeah, hear that, Skip?
so I would personally be pissed off on a micro level
Yeah, it's just
if porn got banned. But on a macro level, I do think it probably would help a country.
Okay, so let me flip the script now. Is there any positive benefits from pornography within society? Like, is there a positive to having porn
Yeah,
accessible to everybody?
There is. I even though I just said the cons outweigh the pros, there's some pros.
So, let's talk about some of these pros, because, this is not what doesn't get spoken about often. What is a
What you
positive?
learning?
Well, if you look at it in an educational way, before you look, because there is some like educational porn, right? If you look at like sex videos, I don't know, adult entertainment, there is some educational stuff like that for people that are virgins or whatever and want to see how shit works. You know what I mean? There is that, right? So that's one
I
pro.
don't think a nigga ever went on Pornhub looking for education.
Well, I'm saying you're asking me for pros.
I'm listening. I'm just.
It's there though.
It's there.
there.
Like,
It's
if
there.
especially like people that are like, we're kids, so we didn't care. But like, I assume that you guys lost your virginity when you're teens or whatever. But there's some people in their 20s.
Still a virgin, nigga.
Hey, turn up, man. Shout out to you, bro. Inshallah, me too. And then like in your mid-20s, you get to your mid-20s or late 20s, those people that are still virgins, trust me, they're looking up how things are going to work.
No, actually, they formed a terrorist group. Okay. They're not looking up anything.
Yeah. Well, if they're
They're called incels.
if they're involuntary, then yes. But
I'm not gonna lie. There's no man like voluntarily celibate
there's
past like 25.
there's religious people that are waiting for marriage.
Yeah, they're not part of that group.
Well, I guess he's saying that they still exist, just
Okay.
maybe in very few numbers.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fine. That's fine.
Not many of them.
I mean, you know, there's a decent amount of religious people still to this day. That's one pro. It's a small pro, whatever. But then also like, yo, niggas make bad decisions when they're too horny, bro.
So you think the porn has alleviated some of these bad decision making?
Stop some cheating.
Yeah, sometimes, man. Let's say you're in a long distance thing or something, bruh. If you don't jack off once, you might cheat.
You want nut away from a bad decision.
Yeah, like
You know, that's real
It's a fact.
spit. That might be real spit, though. That might be real
You know what's
spit.
crazy?
It keeps you from fucking the
I
wrong
feel like-
person.
I was about to say, I don't know if all men could attest to this or not, but just throughout the history of life and being a man, there are those ones where it's like you might, like exactly what he's saying. Like you're one bad decision away, and then you get your rocks. I feel like, yo, do I really want that? And if you still want to make that decision after your rocks have been offed,
Man,
yo, fam, you really want to do that?
Just want to go to sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's some times where you might say, spare yourself some future disappointment if you just handled your own situation. You know what I mean?
Or your conscience
So,
kicks in mid thing. You're like, yo, I'm a waste, man. What am I doing?
Look, I feel like people should be able to enjoy themselves. Like we give them alcohol, we give people fast food, we give people so many other things that are unhealthy but provide them
I'm
with
not
pleasure.
gonna lie to you, yo. We see the effects of them. We just don't demonize and scrutinize them to the effect.
Well,
a lot of
that-
people are alcoholics. A lot of people are overweight. A lot of people are unhealthy as fuck. We don't care that much. Yo, the sexual deviance, it's a little more alarming for society.
Yeah, but like the
It's
fact
not really
of the
just
matter
confined
is,
to the bedroom. That's why.
No, they're deviant outside.
Yeah, they're deviant outside.
all I'm saying is like we've allowed for these things to happen. So if we're gonna start putting restrictions on one area, then logically we'd have to restrict anything that we deem as being unhealthy for somebody, and then it just gets too controlling. You gotta give people their autonomy. Now, what they do with their autonomy, fam, it's up to you. It's your life, you know.
Man's over there chafing the skin on their buddy, eh?
Like, buddy, half you guys play fucking like GTA and you're bugging out. Half you guys play like GTA and shit, and you're building up your character and you have a big sick life in the video game, but in real life you suck, fam. Like, think of what you do with your time,
You
bro.
sound like Andrew Tate.
No, I'm keeping it real
That's
though.
what he does too.
You have a digital
fact.
character who you've invested your time in progressing.
Cost you money. That
You
nigga.
progressed in your digital life, but in your real life, you just pull on yourself every other night, fam.
That term's killing
You know
me.
what I
Yo,
mean?
you're
Like,
pulling the skin.
You're just chafing up your thing better.
Nah, just because you were given the means to enjoy yourself doesn't mean that you should overindulge. You need to have control.
Yeah.
And
Have a coach. You have
that
control.
shouldn't be mandated by outside forces. You're an
I
adult.
agree.
Control yourself.
It's better for you as a well, we'll focus on men right now. As a man, if porn is legal, but you practice self-control, than if you snap your fingers and it's illegal.
Well,
and
the
that's
same
only
could
way
be
you
said
can
about
control
anything.
yourself.
Cause I look at people like, don't get me wrong, I know people face all type of addictions and shit. But when people do the cold turkey shit, like I've been sober for this, and like, don't get me wrong, I feel like congratulations on making yourself sober and overcoming whatever addiction you had, maybe alcohol, maybe something else. But nonetheless, like you haven't found that balance. You've just went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
You don't know how to live within the balance of like, yo, things exist. I'm a society, and like you shouldn't, partake. Or even if you like to partake, because obviously there's an element of you that enjoys this, but you don't know how to partake within reason or enjoy within reason. So yeah, I do believe in that level of self-awareness and that the autonomy to do so, or the awareness, it's crucial.
Yeah, that's the ideal,
Right? That being said, man, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna do some quickfire real quick because we're at what, about an hour and a half. James said we should do some quickfire. I said, all right, nigga, I'm not gonna argue. Cool. Man, I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
So the order of operation, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Usually they're would you rather style questions, and I need you to answer as quickly and honest as possible. The order of operations will be our guest, followed by Cuz, followed by Mitch. I'm ready?
Yes, sir.
Quick fire. Boom. Would you rather give a black cuisine or black music?
Black cuisine.
Yo, that's a hard one, but yo, black music.
No.
I need my food.
You gonna listen to country? Even country's black.
There's so much
I'm
other.
not gonna lie, I can have a good time with eating.
Yeah.
He enjoys it so much. All his senses are stimulated.
Just
He doesn't even need to hear anything, bro. Just chill. Just keep
niggas will
chilling.
find the tune in their head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna give up the food still.
You need
'Cause,
black
like,
music?
Nigga, yes.
Eating black music.
I listen to a lot of music. I can't listen to rap music or dancehall music
Like,
ever
you're not
again.
also eating Caribbean again.
Fam, I'll eat something else. You can
Mexican's
get calories
good, yeah.
elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's valid.
What are you doing?
After hearing certain things, I guess I have to give it the black cuisine still, because like, yo, the music I thought about, I was gonna listen to reggae. I'm like, niggas made that. I can't listen to reggae.
Yeah, it's over, fam.
Like
It's not
name
just
me a
rap.
white genre. Like, you have to.
EDM.
Yo, but
Nah, that's
sometimes,
for black
but yo,
people.
sometimes, yo, you ever just like eat so much other culture food that you're like, yo, I need some black food. I need to remind myself. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
but how
more of that.
often do you listen to other people's music?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, we had a question from the back. How is EDM black?
EDM came from Detroit.
Are you talking? No. I think
The rap crew is he talking about?
No. So
There's actually a lot of black people in
Detroit
EDM.
created
know-
techno and Chicago
yeah.
created house.
Did they? I remember it was
That's
largely.
crazy.
I knew there's an aspect to that, but like there's a certain community that was involved in that creation. I don't want to speak wrongly about their thing, see? So I'm pretty sure that was the mandem that run in circles and the secret thing. You get what
But-
I'm saying?
I do know,
No.
like even a lot of
I'm sorry,
EDM
I'm
songs
sorry.
and shit or house music back in the
Oh, it's
day.
gay? Oh.
Yeah, you didn't catch on to
Yeah,
that one.
I
Yeah, okay.
Man, you guys have talked about everything else. You can't just say gay guys?
We try to
mean,
tell
no,
they
you
run
said
in
it.
circles.
You know, we can. It's just funnier.
No, fair enough.
I mean, you could walk the straight line and you could run in circles.
I
Yeah.
got you. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna steal
So I do know though, like a lot of like popular house songs and shit back in the day. Like even the singer on the song is a black person.
All right.
You know,
it's
so I'm not saying that I know the history of the music, but I do know that black people were there. So you might not be able to listen to that song.
Does
if you give it
Elvis
up.
count? Does Elvis music count? Because he stole music from black people.
that. Yeah, he stole music from black
But if
people
it's
too.
rendition and cover, can I listen to Justin
But
Timberlake?
it's
I think for the sake of this one, we'll give you Elvis.
What about Justin Timberlake?
Nah,
Depends
man.
what part of his life.
Even NSYNC.
NSYNC, we could probably keep them. Everything afterwards, no, fam. This is strictly R&B.
Justin
no.
Bieber.
Where's Bieber? Though?
Depends which song.
Yeah, where's
What do you mean
Bieber?
which song? Justin
Some
Bieber's
songs
the
are like
artist.
pop music, fam.
Fam, the artist. He's a black. He's a
You
white.
can listen
We
to
didn't say artists. We
Baby,
said music.
Baby.
We said black
But
music.
he's
That
a
was
white
your
man. He doesn't
thing.
make black music.
He does make
Some
some
of
black
yeah, he does
music.
some
Justin
songs, yeah.
Timberlake makes black music. We talking
Yeah,
about?
we're talking about Justin Bieber though.
Different
Same
Justin.
What's a black
Different
Bieber song? Give me a
Justin-
black Bieber song.
Journals, the whole album.
It's not a. it's
Yo,
not-
that
it's-
one that
it's
he.
not
Oh, I
bad.
forgot that
R&B
tune,
album.
but yo, fuck, I forgot the tune. Yeah, girlfriend's
He has
back.
like a couple, fam. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but he has a couple.
They used
You
to call
can't
him like
Robin
light skinned
Thicke.
Bieber.
You can't
Robin
listen to it.
Robin
What?
Thicke, that's
Yeah,
literally
Robin
black
Thicke, he's
music.
another
not
one. He's
listening to
another
none of
one.
his music.
All right, bro.
Over with.
All right, moving forward. Would you rather work as a garbage man or a PSW in a nursing home?
Jesus Christ.
Garbage man.
Garbage man, I ain't doing no.
Garbage, man.
Yeah, me too. Would you rather date a girl who can't read or a girl who chews with her mouth open at every meal?
Can't read.
Shit, that's crazy.
Crazy. You sure can't read? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's okay.
I'm not gonna lie. though,
Nobody
my
reads anymore. anymore.
Shorty got no manners in the public though. So I'm assuming no reading still.
Yeah.
That means she doesn't read your text well. You gotta send voice notes.
That's
cool.
fine.
I
I
rather
don't even
call.
like texting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick no reading because the next thing probably can't read that well anyway.
So actually,
Well, she
go.
reads flawlessly. She just doesn't chew that well.
Don't believe you.
Hey, who you going with? You know you care about etiquette.
I do care about etiquette, but yo, true say, I'm gonna get vexed if my girl can't read still. I watch movies with subtitles sometimes. See?
So you want to be out in the public?
We don't go out in public. What are you talking about?
They dine in.
Yeah,
Every
what
night.
are you talking about? Crisis,
Charles Bowl.
crisis averted.
She said,
Yeah, you
Noise
talking
canceling
about.
headphones. Facts.
Would you rather give up brushing your teeth or give up washing your hands?
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
both suck.
I'd rather give up. Damn. I'd rather give up washing my hands then.
Dirty skinny.
Yeah, I can't have a frozen mouth. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just sanitize my hands or something.
Nah, fam.
That's not a wash, fam.
Why? Yo,
Yeah,
fam.
like find the loopholes, my nigga. What's wrong
That's
with
not
this
a
guy?
wash.
Like, yeah, there's a loophole.
No
for
one
Put
everything.
else.
alcohol
fam.
on my hand. I'll put Ray and Nephew on my hand then every day.
all right, that's fine. You
Cleanse
can do that.
myself.
You can do that. Ray nephew. You want to Ray nephew your hands? I'm not gonna tell him you
I can't use dragon.
His
for
girl
that.
brought them.
You can't use dragon. No
You just
dragon.
smell
Now I know why you kept. She's an all-purpose bitch.
yeah. You see where I'm going with it? Yeah, fam.
You know what I'm saying? Would you rather one foot was a size bigger than the other, or one hand had noticeably longer fingers than the other?
Hand. Rather the hand. Because if the foot just, that fucks up your whole life.
You just gotta buy 2 different size shoes.
I got something surprising for
Nah,
them. Long hands. Long fingers.
Oh wow, this guy.
Freaky fingers over
Freaky
here.
fingers, them.
Spirit fingers.
No, they're freaky. You heard me the first time.
That man has freak guts.
Yeah, I'll keep the bigger hands, but not for the same reason. I want to make it clear.
All right, that's valid. Yeah, I'm gonna do the big hands.
Bro.
Would you rather date Madonna or Cher?
Holy.
Cher. I'd slam Cher right now.
I like this guy's energy.
This nigga's aggressive.
How did we get there? Like,
That's never crossed my
Nah,
mind.
yo, remember we had the whole segment about these older white women taking advantage of young black men.
I can't lie. I haven't seen Cher in many
I've seen
moons.
it.
Like,
This guy's bedroom cuss.
She looked good last time though, no?
what century was that?
Hold on.
This guy said, what century?
Do you believe in love after love?
There you go.
That's a big tune when New Year's comes, you know.
That was a big tune.
Yo, you jamming that song New Year's Eve is killing me.
Yo, that's a big
That's
tune
why
when
you,
New Year's
that's why you
comes,
pick the food, fam. You should be bumping
like, you
share.
feel me?
He's good.
He's not
Cher make
still
black
bumping
music?
share.
Cher makes some. Cher makes some. I don't even know, bro.
I said, Cher make some tunes stuff.
Make some tunes stuff.
Oh, lit.
You doing? You doing Madonna or Cher, cuz?
I feel Madonna a little bit more freaky. I might go with Madonna.
I seen what she does to Yachty's.
Yeah.
Real. She's kind of butchered now though.
There's something scary about Madonna. I'm not gonna lie.
There is
to you.
something very
She
scary.
looks like a
Scarier
vampire.
about
I don't
Cher.
even. No, but Cher looks weird, but she still looks
Bro,
pleasant.
Cher is
That's
100.
pleasant, yeah.
Like
That's okay.
Madonna looks like she'll bite you.
You don't
or
believe in
something.
love after love.
Yo,
I do.
You sold me on Cher. So Cher has something for me, and I want to find out what it is.
All right, you're doing Madonna?
I'm doing Madonna, fam.
Holy. To you?
I'm doing Madonna, fam. These niggas are going to the Crypt Keeper. I'm going to Madonna.
Like a 10-year difference.
I mean, Cher seems safer.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Oh no, Madonna's doing rituals on niggas.
You
Yeah.
gotta blow the cobwebs off that pussy.
Hell yeah.
So, love after love. Would you rather give up knives or forks? Just in life.
Knives. Yeah, no more rationalization. Just knives.
In life,
Yeah, in life.
I guess I can eat certain things with a knife.
No, just.
I can cut something and eat at the same time.
Bad, you need a knife, nigga.
He said in life, so it's like
In life, you're not.
So nigga, it's
you
like,
don't own
Are we
knives.
in London?
In life.
I mean, yo, you have to chef something quick.
Find another tool.
What are you doing? What are you giving up?
I'll keep the fork.
Yo, I'm gonna give up the fork, use the spoon, and have a knife. I'm fine. I think like anything you could do with the spoon and the fork is fine. Like interchangeable, bro. What can you eat with a fork that you can't eat with a spoon?
Yeah.
You can't cut nothing.
He got you there.
Hot spaghetti, nigga. I just cut my shit. I have a knife.
I'm a hood nigga. Just
Yeah, you talking about before they even fall out. Before they even fall out the spoon.
Hold on. What does that have to do with being a hood, nigga?
I don't.
What part of the hood was that? Where'd you grow up?
You guys are shaking.
Don't worry where I
What
grew
were
up.
they
No, you
doing
tell
on
you
your
took away a
street, bro?
utensil. I made one.
What were they doing on your street, fam? Where did you live?
We had sporks.
Niggas eat with their hand, bitches drink dragon stout. I
Don't
wanna
come
go
on
to
this
your
street.
ends.
Don't come on these ends.
Don't invite
Don't
me.
fall into these ends,
An
bro.
invitation is a threat where he lives. Okay?
I see Cher
the
on your
fuck?
block. I don't want to be over there.
Just love on my block, bro.
Fam, it's just beer and handfuls of food on this guy's block, bro. No.
Let's go, Madonna.
Nah, lie, she draws for you, eh?
That's fine. I'm trying.
All right. Would you rather be reincarnated as an Indian street vendor or a tribal Mayan?
Tribal Mayan.
Who the fuck wants to be an Indian street vendor?
Holy fuck.
Actually, nah. Indian street vendor.
You're
Yeah, you're
bugging.
safer.
Indian street. I can't thug it out like the Mayans.
Nah,
bro.
fam. I'm doing some ayahuasca and getting high with the man. You niggas are disgusting. Yo, you chill over there.
Yo, it's-
What are you doing?
One punch
Hold on, what
choices,
time
man.
in life am I in still? Like before the Spanish show up or
Dude,
after?
right now, fam, this is after reincarnated.
Oh, after?
You
I'll
reincarnated.
just be one of the Mayan niggas,
Yeah,
fam.
you're
It's
not
blessed
doing
now.
those Dutch.
You don't want no
fuck,
goop
man.
scoop.
I'm not goop scooping. I thought you meant beforehand. Like, yo, it's about to be over
Wait,
for those niggas.
you reincarnated into the past?
No, nigga,
No,
forward.
No,
you're
fam.
just one of them from the past, but now in present day.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk around being Mayan and stuff.
Cut cheese with your toenail.
I already did the Cambo thing. I'm doing the Mayan thing, see?
Yeah.
Would you rather fight current Rick Ross or current Fat Joe?
Current Rick Ross.
Oh. Yeah.
I heard stories about Fat Joe, man. Yeah, Rick Ross.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give Rick Ross some licks just because he was talking shit about Canada.
He did get touched in what, Vancouver?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't even have all that animosity. I just feel like Fat Joe been in more fights.
Yeah.
He's a real
I feel
nigga.
like if I had to put money on it, like he has more experience in it. I don't feel like Rick Ross is doing a lot of fisticuffs in his life, and he's severely out of shape. So
Pierce.
yeah, I feel like
Shout
I'll
out
whoop his
Piz.
ass.
Shout out Piz, nigga.
That nigga has never lost weight. He's like DJ Khaled.
His legs
No, he
lost
lost
weight.
a little bit
His
of
leg-
weight. It
his
just,
legs
he had-
lost weight.
He had a lot to lose, so it doesn't look like that drastic.
Them niggas lose
But
weight.
he did lose something.
Bro, they lose weight in
Yeah.
their legs.
Crazy. How you lose
That's
ankle weight?
unfortunate.
Anyhow, would you rather give up mustard or mayonnaise rest of your life?
Oh, mustard. For sure.
Yeah, mustard.
Yeah, mustard. I don't really eat that for real.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There's good variations of mustard, but yeah,
Dijon.
Shout out to
Dijon, honey mustard. You know what I'm saying? Honey mustard's booming. I don't know.
I have
About,
some honey mustard in the fridge.
I feel like I ate more sandwiches that had mayo on it than.
don't get me
than
wrong.
mustard.
Mayo serves more utility.
Yeah,
They link up sick though.
I'm going
And
for
then
the
you
practicality.
Then you can make like some aiolian thing, fam. You can make what's it
had
called?
that.
Sriracha
yeah,
mayo.
keep the
garlic
mayo.
mayo.
Keep the mayo.
Said it.
Garlic, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go a minute. And that's all I got for Quickfyre. Thanks for listening, guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the man have to fire quick sometimes.
Yeah. The man have we have one. We're barely skimming time. Anybody have anything quick before we do finals?
Nah, I'm
Mitch, maybe you got something?
Quick.
not even being
trying
quick
to see
enough.
if
You're not even doing quick with quickness. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, I don't have anything quick. Anything would take kind of long still.
All right, I got one final subject for the Mandem. Mandem, you know what? Let me see how much battery I have in my person. Oh yeah, we're gonna. Let me see. Yeah. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this real quick. Oh yeah, this is 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes, James. All right, got you. Boom, Mandem. We're gonna take this in and we're gonna get some opinions because I thought it was worth opinioning.
All right. Black and wild.
You guys ready?
What an ad.
James, we good?
I remember those porns.
I told you that list plus
So
9.
freaky over
Crazy.
there.
West Coast Productions.
Okay, hold on. Mandem, we gotta relax.
Go ahead.
Come here, girls. Wait. Did you approve? Shut up, nigga. Did you approve of her dress?
What? That just got aggressive.
How she came out tonight?
She used to be a bottle girl.
Shut up, nigga. I didn't ask you that. I asked you a simple question.
I told you, right?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either.
We outside.
That's my girl.
So, did you approve of how she dressed?
Yes, sir. I'm with her, right?
What does her dress suggest to other males?
Nothing.
Nigga, I'm asking you a man question.
Jesus.
That's not how she wants
How
to
do
dress.
you think niggas are gonna interpret her if she wasn't with you? I'm not talking to you.
However,
Bro, why are you doing this interview still? Why are you still here?
Or more peace.
it makes niggas really want me. Not want me, but like.
See how dark skinned niggas are just bullies?
Hold on.
Dark skinned niggas be bullies,
Let me ask you
bro.
a question. Did you ask him if this outfit was okay before you left the house?
No,
Why not?
because he's okay with anything.
No, I didn't ask you that.
What?
Why not?
That is what you asked.
That is.
You asked.
So, do you ever ask him how you? Do you ever ask him about your outfit before you leave?
This guy's just ignoring her, man.
Why
eh?
not?
Because he likes anything.
No. Wait. You listen. This is objective. Listen, I'm a dating coach.
Okay, go ahead.
It's called trust, which is something y'all lacking in a relationship.
So why the fuck would I trust you to dress like this and go out and No, I trust you. Why would I trust other niggas?
Why would I
Why
trust
would I
you?
trust other niggas if you were dressed in a way?
Why do you gotta worry about
Nigga,
other niggas?
listen, bro.
Yo.
I'm 36, nigga. I respect you.
I
It's
understand.
nigga, I got a girl.
I understand. But
I got 2 of them.
So if you
all
have
right?
a girl, no, hold on. If you have a girl and she dresses like this,
This is like
what's gonna affect you to be
bare
mad?
disrespecting too
Because
much.
I know how niggas are.
But
Why do you care about how other people dress?
I don't care about how you dress. I care about niggas.
yeah, hold up.
Now, check that out. Now.
Check me out. But when it comes to trust, why are you worrying about other niggas when your woman trusts?
I'm not worried about other niggas. I'm worried about all the other niggas that I shouldn't be worried
So
about.
you're worrying about niggas?
That's a good woman,
Are you
though.
turning this into a gay thing?
No. But if my woman wants to pussy once,
My boy's over there trying to chat to her.
Yeah, I was trying to what my boy to finish, bro.
Yo, my boy's over there trying to chat to her while you're.
Buddy, I couldn't have that conversation if I'm you
Nah,
with
we
the curly
laugh.
hair.
From when he said shut the fuck up.
Bro, you talking to, bro? What?
Okay, so now, man, couple of things. Let's unpack real quick.
Let's hear it.
Okay, bomb. 1, would you let your girl dress like that in outing even if she's being escorted with you?
To be honest, girls have been. That's a normal thing, bro. It's not.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Like, is it my bona fide shorty or
yes,
just a woman?
This is your
going on?
girlfriend. This is your girlfriend. Are you letting her step outside like this?
Nah, we're not doing that for real.
How you feel?
Let is a strong word, right?
It is strong.
Because it's like, if she asked me, like...
Okay, are you okay with her stepping out like this?
Nah, I don't like that.
Okay, that's less strong. Let's strengthen that.
Yeah.
You really can't make her wear nothing or not wear nothing.
Right?
Yeah.
What about you?
I
How do you
choose.
feel about the situation?
I don't think she's wearing nothing crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. You gonna let her rock out like that.
Bro, she ain't wearing nothing crazy. She has pants on, bro.
That's real.
We're not focused on the pants.
But
I'm
like,
not even looking at her
I
pants. I'm not gonna lie
understand
to
that,
you.
but it's like, bro, that's not like... That to me,
So
personally,
basically-
that's not nothing. That's nothing.
So you're okay with that? You let your girl wear that outfit? Okay.
I have.
This nigga standing on
real
it.
nigga.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Because I ain't that nigga.
Yeah.
Right,
You
right,
ain't gonna talk to me.
No
like
one's gonna
that.
press
That's
you.
crazy.
Come on, man.
That being said,
Rare.
do you feel that being in a relationship that you should have say over what your girl wears? I'm not necessarily saying you're a guy like, yo, you must wear this head to toe, cover your ankles, not like that. But do you feel like you should have some input into how your woman dresses when she's conducting herself outside with and without you?
Yeah. For them edge cases like that, yeah. 99% of the time, I won't care, but yeah.
So where's that 1%? Where's the 1% of Caricature?
That
This nigga?
when you just outside with a bra and jeans. Yeah.
Do you have a problem with the fit? What was your problem with the fit? And then what's like, both of you guys expressed that you were uncomfortable with your girl wearing said outfit outside. You expressed you're not. So is it like, what about the outfit are you not okay with? And what about like, why is it okay with you?
I've taught like you said, let's a strong word because like realistically, I can't tell the woman what to wear, what not to wear. So off the rip, if I'm with a woman, if I meet a woman and she likes to dress like that, she will not be my woman. You know what I'm saying? I'll maybe let her know what my standards are, and if she's willing to adjust, we could walk through that. You see what I'm saying? But if she's like, nah, that's what I'm wearing, then you're not my girl. You see what I'm saying? But my objection to it is just too revealing. I prefer to be with a modest woman. I don't like unnecessary attention. You know what I'm saying? Like your titties are out, like people are looking, and because of my standards of like modesty and stuff, I feel like you misrepresent me. You make niggas think that I'm cool with this shit. And I'm not cool with that shit, so I'm not walking around with you like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your girl's an extension of you, right? So it's like the same way that she would have problems if, let's say I just walk out with a Speedo, right?
You're bugging.
She'd be like, nigga, you're wildin'.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be like super overprotective of my girl, but there's a line, you know?
Just personally, I don't think that outfit that she's wearing is that revealing.
I'm not lying. Her tits are like
What?
falling out.
Okay, so when does it become revealing? Because all three of us are pretty focused on her breasts that are, you know, virtually almost entirely exposed.
Okay.
So I want to know when, like, what's your threshold? When does it become too revealing? Like, how much more could she take off before you're like, nah.
Bro, she's not, I don't know. She's not showing no camel toe, no nothing. Like, I don't.
Also, it has to be straight vagina or you're
But
blessed.
like, I don't personally, like, I don't think what she's wearing is that bad for me. Like, I'm cool with that. I can go out and I don't think that's nothing.
You said it's not that bad, so I'm just trying to get a picture of what
just
would
not
be
ba-
that bad. When does it get that bad?
I
Like,
mean, if you got butt cheeks hanging out and your camel toes showing and you act a certain way with the outfit you're wearing.
we're not talking about actions.
We're
We're
not
talking
talking
about
about
saying,
visuals.
I'm
We're not talking
just
about
saying though, like, what
So
she's
do you like to show off your girl? Like, do you like when guys look at your girl and like for her, obviously her assets? Like in this situation, even the man in the video is like trying to
Yeah,
holler
but
at the
them
man and say,
niggas
look at
seem
his tits.
desperate, and it's like, bro, I don't.
But just
think,
no.
like,
But regardless of who's looking, do you like that people look at your woman? Like, do you like to show off your girl in that capacity?
like she don't gotta be so revealing, but yeah, I would like to show off my girl, like no problem.
So you don't mind the mans are looking like strictly at her tits and her ass, even though it may not be
And
the most
niggas
revealing?
are gonna look at whatever regardless.
Yeah,
bro.
that's fine. And
It's
I'm
like,
just
asking
I'm
you,
saying, are you
like,
okay with
do
it?
I
you
don't.
feel
To
some
be
sense
honest,
of
I
pride
don't
about that?
care. I just don't care. Cause I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, you're with me. I don't care what these niggas are gonna stare. You got like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't bother me. I'm comfortable enough to be like, yo, it is what it is. Like, we can keep it pushing. Like, they're not getting with you and they don't have a chance with you, then I'm good. We're good.
But do you like it though? Like, do
So,
you like the attention you receive from other men?
To
Like,
me, I understand what you're saying because, like, even personally, like, that's borderline. I think it's not that bad what she's wearing. It's just a little bit too far for me. But you'll let your girl dress like that because, one, it makes her feel good. Two, you don't mind seeing her in it. You know, she's attractive. That's your girl for a reason. And then the externality of niggas looking at her and stuff, you'll deal with that in spite of the fact that you want your girl to dress however she wants to and pleases.
Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, and I just like, again, like I think when your girl dresses like that, she has to, if she like.
You don't feel like, okay, I guess another question that would be like popularly formed around this is you don't feel that her dressing like this in this capacity calls for outside attention beyond the confines of your relationship?
Again, I don't think what she's wearing in particular, like what she's wearing, I don't think that's a big deal to me. I've seen a lot worse from niggas girls.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that, and it's like she's not, you know, being sexual and all that extra shit that would go with the outfit.
Well, like even so, okay, so but even presented in the initial video, like his reason and his rationale for allowing his girl to dress up was like his first response was, well, she was a bottle girl before. Right, so no, but that's
a crazy response.
That was his first response was right. And then he followed it up with trust, and I don't care about these guys because I trust my girl.
But I don't think he's the type of nigga to even like. I don't even think he could change her mind anyway.
She said
I don't think most men can change most women's minds.
Bro, if I tell my shorty don't wear this, she's not wearing it. You know what I'm saying? You go with what I'm cool with. If you're not, then that's you. But like, you're not gonna be around me that long. But like, you dress accordingly. Like if we're going out and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we cool. I don't got no problem. I'm not gonna be on road and be like, yo, I know you should. I told you not to wear that. Bro,
Told you put them titties with.
Like, I'm okay. Like, I realize you got breasts when I got with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not showing camel toe and butt cheek and all this shit, then yo, bro, that's cool. Your breasts, I'm like, yo, whatever. Like, sometimes it's hard for girls to find shit to hold it anyway.
Yeah,
so I'm like, yo, it is what it is. Like, you just gotta carry yourself a certain way when we're in public. Like, you know how you're dressing? Don't make it look like I don't run this relationship or like I'm not holding down the fort. Like,
well, so that's what's being implied basically in the videos.
Because he's telling that nigga shut the fuck up from Jump Street. You couldn't say that from Jump.
No. But aside from that, he's saying on the basis like he's basically saying like, yo, you have no say in how this woman conducts herself, and then this woman is obviously attracting attention from elsewhere, from outside, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that being in a relationship, like? I don't know. I guess the argument would be that like she shouldn't want to draw attention in from outside if she's with you. No,
If you want to look good, any girl that's gonna try to look good, even if she hits it to the limit that we're all comfortable with, she is going to attract.
Yeah, there's a level of like attractiveness and but then there's also levels like I don't know. You can associate with class, I guess, or like there's certain ways to go.
You can still be attractive and modest at the same time. You don't necessarily have to reveal your whole body in order to be attractive if you're an attractive woman. Especially most women's clothes accentuate their physique anyway. So if you have a nice shape, you have a nice body, without seeing your skin, we can still see that through your outfit. You know, so I still think a woman could look beautiful without doing that. But a lot of them choose that route because that, I don't know, they like the attention they get from it. I'm just not with that.
That's valid. No, I'm just curious on the take. I also thought it was funny. This man just openly telling the youth to shut the fuck up in front of his girl.
Yeah, that's why he's telling him that
that conversation would not have lasted long at all, fam. Off the rip, who the fuck are you talking to, bro? Like that was crazy.
Like Shorty I'm with would have had some lyrics for him too, so it's not even to be like, yo, what the hell? Like, who's this guy? It's not even to be like you're gonna let me get flamed while I'm just standing here. Like that's
and
not
to
happening.
the man's, I feel like he was kind of drunk too. He's on the man's personal space. I don't know, bro. That would have.
The conduct.
That would have ended negatively if I got a
negative from the first. Shut the fuck up, yo. This conversation is over.
A drape up is about to ensue.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody in that video lame, to be honest.
And them niggas is lurking niggas. Like you see homie in the hat trying to do something.
Just to like kind of like close off this final segment. Do you guys feel like trust is enough to let your girl dress how she wants, regardless of if it's revealing or not? Like, say she's not with you and she's wearing. I'll use this outfit for the sake of the argument. I know you're okay with it, but like, you know, these two were saying, oh fuck, my girl can cover up a little more. Mm-hmm. Do you think that simply trusting your girl is good enough?
For me personally, nah, because the trust is really not the main issue. I don't think simply because you dress like that means if I'm not around, you're gonna fuck somebody. But two things do come to mind. The first thing is that you're misrepresenting me because like I don't like how you're dressed, and I don't want to be associated with somebody who dresses in a way I don't like. So not doing that. And then secondly, I have to wonder genuinely, why do you want to dress like this? What is the outcome you're seeking when you dress underdressed? You know, I have to believe that you're seeking some more attention, and I don't like that.
What if she just said she feels sexy and this is how baddies dress? Don't be with a baddie if you can't handle it.
Okay, well, me and you have different definitions of sexy and how one should feel that way. So you can go over there with your bad self.
Valid. How do you feel?
Yeah, you're good at being devil's advocate, bro. Yeah, he's good at that shit.
Mr. Stir the Pot over there.
You good at it, bro. But yeah, I think we're on the same page, man. You know, I guess
So trust isn't enough?
Oh, sorry. I guess that's a different question. Yeah. I mean,
You're dating a woman. She dressed all side. This is yo, babes. You see my fit? You having a problem? You just trust your girl's good to you, and it doesn't matter who's staring at her breasticles.
I trust the girl that I'm with is not gonna cheat on me. You know what I mean? And
even if she's not overt, like it's just, I guess the basis.
Micro cheating.
Oh fuck, we learned
we
about
got
that.
into that.
We learned about the micro cheating.
But
I'm just looking at it as a call for attention more so than anything, right? Like yo, you're dressing in a way. One, you're drawing attention to yourself, and two, I'm not present, so theoretically, I cannot protect you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. They're definitely drawing for attention, but that's what women do every day when they try to get sexy. So,
do you think a woman's conduct should change while being in a relationship? Like, should she stop drawing for outside attention when she's found herself a man?
Nah, because I mean, I don't know if this is controversial, but like, you know, even when we're in relationships, like we kind of thrive off the other gender's validation. As a man and as a woman, you know, don't act on it, but whatever. You like when people gawk at you.
People like when they're liked.
Yeah, this is just part
you
of.
Want to know you still got it.
Yeah, it's part of the human experience.
I could agree with that. I feel like I want my woman to feel like she's still wanted by men in general. I think it's part of like her confidence. I just don't want a woman that goes that way about it.
Far, yeah.
I feel like there comes with a certain level of awareness too, right? Because like obviously like. Women like attention, but then they're like you being in a relationship with her, you're like the attention you express to her is not necessarily the same primal fucking physical attention that she's just receiving. You have value for this woman beyond how she looks, I assume, if you're in a relationship with her, right? Whereas like a lot of the outside attention is just primal, yo, I'd fuck that. You know what I mean?
But I think, like you said, it's part of the human experience.
I'll just throw it in there.
It's almost probably innate before you even get in a relationship because it's part of like you're called to mating. Like we have to procreate, which means you have to gauge your ability to find a mate. And if you feel like generally speaking, you're not going to be successful at that, you're probably not going to feel confident as a person. So I can understand her desire to want some kind of attention. I just simply draw the line at like, yo, you don't have to take your clothes off to do that.
Yeah.
Valid. And that's all I got for this segment. Did the madam have any closing sentiments or anything they'd like to leave with the audience for good sake and measure?
Shit. That podcast was dope. You know what I'm saying? Respect for stopping by. I thought the conversation was good. You know, some people, they're not as interesting to talk to. Simply put, you know, sometimes it's work. We're working. But it's blessed, you know? I guess just tell the people them what they could expect from MuchoTV for the rest of 2025.
For sure, yeah. Just tune into Relentless, Diaries. Tap in with me. Anybody who's in Toronto, steady all summer. We're doing day parties, and just keep up with me. MuchoTV on all socials. Shout out to y'all. Really good convo. I like the dynamic you guys have. Shout out to Mr. Devil's Advocate over here.
Hey man.
And then shout out to you guys for having the hot takes, man. So you guys got something cooking, man. I'm excited to see where you guys go.
Appreciate that. Because you have words for the people then?
Shit. What did we recap today?
You were there.
All right, shit, I was trying to get. Fuck. Speaking of that, thank you for pulling up.
You're welcome, bro.
It's always good to chat to somebody who like got personality and makes jokes and they got something else to say other than just basic shit. So that's always good.
Right on.
This. You're new to this podcast stuff too, right? So like, it's good to see other people out here just working together, and I hope everything goes blessed with you too, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Together we stronger, man.
You know what I'm saying? United we stand, divided we fall. Anyhow, like I said, on behalf of my brothers, it was a pleasure to have you on Uncommon Sense. To the people that at home, stop pulling on yourself so much. Go talk to someone outside.
Yeah. That's what I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that being said, it's your boy X, RPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on Instagram.
Mucho, aka MuchoTV on all socials.
And boom, we're on Common Sense. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell at the top for notifications. Hit us up on Patreon. We're on everything you can find us on: Apple Music, Spotify Podcasts, and Instagram and TikTok. Peace. We out of here.
Yes, sir.